This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Thank you, David. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, July 22nd. I'm Tori here with Lindsay and Al. You look great, and I love your pink pants.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I didn't
Stand
even
up and see
notice.
us.
You look like you
Stand
should be
up.
in Martha's Vineyard right now.
I know. I should very Martha's Vineyard desk.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, we are less 24 hours away from which camera I'm at, the opening ceremony at the Tokyo Games. But it's a new day, and with that, a new controversy. The director of the opening ceremony was fired after a skit of his resurfaced from 1998. Now, in the skit, he was pretending to be a children's entertainer and said, quote, "Let's play Holocaust." Cool. So he was fired. The guy before him was also fired for saying that women are not or shouldn't be in meetings because they talk too much. Not a great start to the Tokyo Games to make a Holocaust joke. Whether or not it was in the past, I think we all know that's wrong.
Right. I think that some of the stuff is so long ago, it still is wrong and egregious, but like, why is the combing through not done much before they hire somebody?
Right.
It's like, I'm tired of seeing these things from even 5 years ago. That's like, oh, someone else found this and now they're making it public and now we retract everything that we've already done. Like, how about just hire a competent team that hires someone
Like to vet.
Right, to vet. It's like,
There are people who do
it
that.
doesn't seem like it should be that tough. If any random pedestrian can find some of these things that are tweeted out and said in people's past, then it seems like a team that's
Hire,
competent
like,
could do that.
A 16-year-old hacker. They could figure it out.
Let me ask you guys a more difficult question. What if he says I've evolved my thoughts in the last 23 years?
You can't make a Holocaust joke in my
I'm obviously with this, but I think that there's going to be more nuanced situations. And, you know, for us, I always say I'm happy that I had kind of one foot in the analog world and one in the digital, and that I was around really before the internet. How old does that sound? But I don't think that your child will have the same luxury. Everything she says, everything that she does that she may be embarrassed about, that's recorded by a friend when she's 12, will be recorded forever. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this is going to be a problem that we're so easily able to work through as something as egregious as this.
Right. Well, it's accountability at some point.
Well, that's why I leave a little bit of a more space for people that were 18 or under. I think every time you have this conversation, it's tough because whether it's about race or about identity in any way, I think it's always extremely
That's
offensive.
fair.
But when you're younger than 18, I know that we all said things, maybe not racist things, that we would take back before 18.
Yes.
And you learn as an adult through college, or even if you don't go to college, you learn as an adult what to do and what not to do. And so I think when you have adults saying stuff like this, it's different because that's your thought process as a grown, fully developed human.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, you don't make jokes about that. All right, speaking of the opening ceremonies, a lot of people are wondering, what's it going to look like? So here's what one of the NBC's hosts had to say about it on the Today Show. Take a look.
This is a different celebration. We're celebrating the fact that we hope the world can get back to where we enjoyed it 3-4 years ago, pre-COVID-19. But it's also a serious time here. And I think what we'll see in that stadium will be something that's tone appropriate. It'll have its moments. Every opening ceremony has those memorable moments. And I think there are a couple in store. But I do think it's the first chance to really see the world together in one place, 206 nations and delegations since COVID-19 hit. That moment alone, just as we've talked about the last couple of days, that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, there's also been a lot of talk about protesting at the year's Summer Games. Earlier this week, the U.S. women's soccer team took a knee during their game against Sweden. They are among 5 teams that have protested. So Sweden also took the knee. Great Britain, Chile, New Zealand, all these soccer teams took the knee. And they said specifically, and I think it's important to talk about this, it's to protest racism and online hate. And during the Euro Games, we saw an incredible amount of racism against 3 of the black players that you saw, and they're really trying to cut down on that, and that's why they took the knee. What do you guys think?
I mean, you always talk about how important it is for people to use their platform to kind of say what they're trying to say, and I think that over COVID, you also talked about how everybody came together and we all supported nurses, but we saw a lot of ugliness, especially people of color really got to share that light with other people to show what their day-to-day life looks like because we were all sitting in the house and sitting in front of our phones and watching what people experience. And so I think that they're using this time, because we waited so long for the Olympics to come back around, I think that they're using this platform in the same way. It's just the same messages last year, except now it's their time to share how they were feeling last year.
That's interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that we need to remember that we're dealing with human beings on both sides, because there are people watching the games that will say, I don't want to see this. I want to see a soccer match. That's a fair statement. But they have to understand also that there's human beings on that team. And the German, this wasn't part of the Olympics, but a German team left the game while it was still going because 3 of their black players were being abused so badly by the fans. And they have to understand that just like that team is standing up for the people in their tribe that they love, we would do the same thing here. If there was an issue where somebody was attacking the women here, there's people that identify however they identify here, we wouldn't just be like, well, let's just do the show. We'd be like, we're a family.
Yeah.
So we love you guys as our viewers, but we're
going to protect the family,
and I should hope our viewers will feel the same about their tribe.
Now, I will say that some people feel like maybe this isn't the best place to do it, right? Like, I don't want to see that. I just want to see sports. And I just want to let you know, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, they've relaxed Rule 50. I just want to let everyone know here, which barred political, religious, or racial propaganda. They are now going to allow for demonstrations, peaceful, to happen before the setups and the games. They didn't before. Good? Is that a good move? Do you think that's positive in that way? Because you're getting some of that, but without mixing it with the games.
People always say that about sports and entertainment, that they don't want to see politics involved, but sports like stars and athletes have been some of the biggest people to make statements and then get a whole legion of people to follow them or understand who wasn't watching like a political 24-hour news channel. And so I think that that's odd to say that you don't want people to be human beings, like Al just said, because everybody's not just an athlete. We learned that with LeBron. People have thoughts and feelings, and so they're allowed to use that space that they've been given at the highest level of achievement to share their other thoughts as well.
Well said. If you want to look at a good example, Muhammad Ali is in that position.
Random question for viewers to think about, though. How will they feel if they don't agree with what that person is saying? Like, let's say that somebody's a men's rights activist, or a White Lives Matter activist. Do they get the same leniency?
Yeah, if you're having a peaceful protest, you can't believe in freedom of speech if you only believe in the speech that you like.
I just think
you have to.
But an activist is not somebody that's not fighting for an oppressed group. So what are you an activist about? Like, if you're talking about White Lives Matter, you know, that's kind of like a little bit of a.
Well, you know, I'm a staunch White Lives Matter.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's not, that would be a little bit different, I think, because then you're being a little bit racist, knowing the history of our country and many other countries represented at the Olympics.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times things like that are used to kind of just needle back, you know, or push back.
Let us know what you guys think. There's a very new controversial billboard in Times Square in New York City. This is what it says. Ready? It says, "Feeling fat and lazy," and shows a plus-sized woman in athletic gear sitting down with her head in her hands. It also shows a very fit woman plugging her workout site. Now, the billboard is getting a bunch of criticism, including from Jamila Jamil. She says this is a blatantly fat-phobic and also quite ableist ad. "It bothers me to no end that we are still yet to recognize cruelty and offense to fat people as hate speech." Now, Deborah Capaccio is the woman who's pretty fit and perky. Now, she said, quote, this is her response, "Yeah, I expected some backlash. She was provoking, but I'm more disturbed by today's culture where anything that causes discomfort of dissonance is considered taboo." So she is unapologetic about the billboard. And may I just say very quickly, fat and lazy don't go together. Lazy is a feeling, fat is something in your body, and those two are unrelated, and I don't think those two should go together. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Is that her own story? I just want to, She says
it's what she says in her voice, and a lot of people say that's what's in my voice, but we get that voice from the billboards that we're seeing every day.
I mean, I think if she had the money to put that billboard up there, then you can do whatever you want. But I also think that, you know, obviously we have to have a conversation about what the standards are. When I go to the doctor, I've been overweight my entire life. And if you looked at me any other time besides when I was pregnant and carrying a kid, you would say I look like a healthy size. And I think I was a pretty healthy individual. But BMI and all the things that we judge it by say that I'm overweight. So I don't really know.
I just think, how offensive is this allowed? There's nothing about about other people's problems, but it's so okay to be fattest. I don't even know if that's a word, to be like fat and lazy go together. You feel like this? Do you feel awful? Why is that allowed?
I think it's
as not a hate speech?
I think it's simpler than it being offensive. It's a poor ad. It seems outdated. It looks like
we're talking about it
from the 90s, but we're talking about it because
it's provoking
it's such a poor ad. I just think
she's provoking us on purpose.
If she had somebody else in her ear, she would know that that's not how you communicate to people that are trying to lose weight. My co-host Jeff and I, we talk all the time about like, oh, what are you doing? I don't go, Jeff, you're not fat anymore. I'm fat. Like, people don't communicate like that anymore. We've upped our verbal game, and we don't discuss things like that. So it seems outdated. hate it.
But she knew that and purposely did that, so we're talking about it. Not a bad idea for someone to get attention. I just think it's a really offensive ad. Let us know your thoughts. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning provided by
Weather.
According to studies, we're lied to between 20 and 200 times on any given day. But what constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
Hi there, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital team. It is Thursday. We call that Friday Junior around here. Let's go up to the desk and continue the conversation with our host. Hi, guys.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? How are you feeling today?
So sorry.
Yeah, no, you're
First
fine.
of all, we all like your glasses. Let's all just call it out.
Tell her that.
Let's
it
just call it out.
reminds me of, and I know a lot of people have different feelings about Wendy Williams, but when she picks up her glasses to read something she probably doesn't even need, that's what I feel like this is this moment.
Yeah, can I tell you the truth? These are fake. I don't need them.
She always tells the truth.
I have LASIK. I do not need these glasses.
But you
I just like to change up my style a
beautiful.
little bit. I'm a little tired today. I didn't get enough sleep, so I just
They really
cute.
smart look.
Thanks, guys.
I do want to ask a question for you guys, and following up on what we were talking about. It is really hard when the freedom of speech that you want is something that you are so antithetical or against in your heart, and you still have to allow for that speech
Because
to have
it's
a
free
lane.
speech, yeah.
And that is
But
incredibly
we talked about that
difficult.
over Facebook when a lot of the different groups were being able to speak.
Yeah.
But they would shut down,
Misinformation, yep.
like they shut down Farrakhan, but wouldn't shut down a lot of people that were saying white supremacist things.
Right.
And so it's just like, when does freedom of speech lead to violence?
Or hate speech.
Right,
Or
and then
hate
that
speech.
changes from freedom of speech to hate
speech,
speech
right.
that
Or
inciting
death.
violence.
We're looking at the
Clear and
COVID.
present danger.
The COVID thing was called a hoax for a long time.
Yep.
It was in the vaccines were then questioned for a long time, and now we have a little less than half this country is unvaccinated, and this variant is really
bad.
Really bad.
You want to know something
So-
interesting real quick? First person to write me that says I agree with you about the mandate for the first time. I'm not saying it'll happen, but it's interesting to see people maybe.
DBL Nation, let us know what you think. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. 7-year-old, let me say that again, 7-year-old Molly Wright is reportedly the youngest girl to ever give a TED Talk. And she has a very important message for parents. It's incredible. Take a look.
I know it's important for adults to use their devices sometimes, but kids are hardwired to seek out meaningful connections. Not receiving them causes confusion and stress. Okay, Amajot, please re-engage. Now, what if a whole childhood was like that last 30 seconds?
Interesting. Now, you are about to be a parent. You are a parent. Causing a problem, devices in your life? Let's be honest here. Are you addicted and not paying attention? Are you worried?
Yeah, Lindsay, I'm going to talk to you. You're the future mama.
Well, my first thought besides that was that I want my kid to act exactly
too.
like this. Like, I'm just like, listen, I was never the cool kid in school. Like, please go to all the science fairs. Please read all the
Amen.
books. Do all the TED Talks at 7.
Amen.
This is my dream kid. Now, I don't know what my kid's
spoken.
going to act like because I was a little bit bad as well, but I wasn't cool. So this is really cool to me, but not cool in the eyes of just like,
I think it's cool.
how kids treat each other in school. They're probably like, you did a TED Talk.
I think that's cool.
But I think, the devices are hard because I even had to sit down with my mom and my sister. We've been at the table, and my mom has just been like, "You are so rude," like on your phone.
she's just
Like
straight
both
up
of us are
told you.
texting, and she's just sitting there like staring at us. And so I really had to like put my phone. I do this now when I go to dinner, and like when Colin's daughter Michaela spends time with us, we put our phones away. We eat dinner together, and so I think it's important to set aside some time. And then also a lot of our work is digital, so I think we're going to be on our computers a lot, but make sure that each time is separated appropriately.
Yeah, I think a lot of adults would say the same thing. They'd be like, I agree with your message, but I literally run my business that allows for this home for this child to be in through my job. And this isn't 1954. Work doesn't end at 5 o'clock anymore when you come down and put your briefcase down. Those days are over. So it is difficult for parents. I just hope, because I think this young woman has such a great message, that people just don't neglect what she's saying because of her age. I think we have a tendency to look down on younger generations that try and say anything, even though they are really not only the future, but they really probably have a better grasp on what is coming next than we do. Like I said, my daughter told me about TikTok 4 years before it hit, and I didn't listen because I'm like, what does she know? She's 9. Turns out a lot.
TikTok? What is this? TikTok.
I was like, what a dumb name.
Yeah, right. And I think it's okay to set boundaries. Like, no, I'm going home.
We have a basket. My mom has a basket. We put our phones in that basket, and the first person to touch the basket pays for the meal.
Ooh, well, I'll be putting my phone in the basket. I don't got any extra cash right now.
Coming up on DBL, a man runs across America from California to New York. What did he do to make every single mile count on his journey? I'd be exhausted.
Attention.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Mydia asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. Hella Sidibe's love of running is monumental. I mean, he's been running every day for 4 years, and he recently went coast to coast. Earlier, I spoke with Hella about what it was like to run across America. That's today's DBL Spotlight. Hella, welcome to DBL. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So you've been running every single day for 4 years now, but I know you have to take at least one day off, right? I mean, what if you don't feel well or something?
I haven't missed a day since May 15th of 2017. No matter the circumstances, that's always the motto for me.
I admire you. I want to be just like you. So you completed a Transcontinental run. And for those who may not know what that means you went from the West Coast and you ran through 14 states.
And this is awesome, having family, people you love that are here to support and do stuff that they normally don't do just for you.
So what was your favorite state that you passed through?
New Mexico is beautiful, not just because of the scene, but the people in the Navajo reservation. So you meeting the natives was one of the most beautiful things to experience. People are supporting you, you're getting water handed out to you, and the story travels really quick. You'll meet somebody in one part of the state. By the time, a couple days later, they're like, oh, we were expecting you. We're expecting you to come through, and then they'll make you gifts. They're looking out for you while you're going through their reservation. They want you to have nothing but a positive experience.
So you've seen the best of America, but likely some of the worst too. Last year, Ahmaud Arbery was killed while running. Were you ever scared for your life during your Transcontinental run?
One of them was running in Oklahoma. When we met police officers that were like cheering you on, and they're like, oh, we saw you on Instagram and TikTok, we want to say hi. So I had the same expectation as I saw this officer coming toward me. So me being me, I'm excited. I'm like, yes, there's another one. And I'm excited to meet them. And when I got close to him, it got serious really quick. And the energy that I was getting from him, I didn't think it was good, because immediately he said, what are you doing out here? Why are you running? I got a phone call because people would call the police on us often. And what scared me right away was when the officer put his hand on his gun and kind of like hold the gun down, and I got really nervous. I started panicking, showing my trekking pole, my running pole. I said, hey, I'm just running across the country. This is the pole I'm using to help me on hills. It's not, like, to show him it's not a weapon. So he started asking for my license, my birthday. I said it's in my RV 5 miles ahead. But what helped the situation is I saw 2 white couples far ahead. I knew they were waiting for me. So they got impatient. They came in and say, hey, we're trying to look out for you. Your son told us you're going to be here. We want to donate. And the officer started believing the story. When I was telling him, he wasn't buying it.
Wow, Hella, I'm so sorry that you had to go through those experiences, but hopefully, like you said, there was more positive than negative, and you just kept running and kept doing your thing.
Yes.
You always run for a purpose. You also have a $50,000 fundraising goal for the organization Soul for Souls. Why did you choose that organization?
Correct. I picked Souls for Souls, which is a nonprofit that collects unwanted shoes, used or new, and they turn it into opportunity. And their goal is to break the cycle of poverty. I grew up in West Africa, Mali, where I know how a pair of shoes can go a long way. We don't have shoes to wear. Sometimes if you have a pair of shoes, you got to take care of it for 2 to 3 years or 5. If you don't know where your next one is coming from. It was very relatable, and I thought even all you need is a good pair of shoes to go out and run. So I thought it was a perfect combination for me to go out there and dedicate the runs to everybody that's doing the work to help people around the world.
Thank you so much for joining DBL, and thank you for all that you're doing. And to our DBL Nation, to learn more about Hella's running journey, check out his YouTube page and help him reach his fundraising goal. Visit justgiving.com/fundraising/HellaGood. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration.
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast, presented by MorningSave.com. All right, Steph, what do you have for us today?
First up, I've got something that will go great with anyone's skin routine. This is the Glossmetics Luxe 4-in-1 Sonic Facial Cleansing and Exfoliating Set. So this tool gently removes hard-to-reach dirt, makeup, and debris, leaving nothing but smooth, soft, and glowing skin. So normally this is as much as $130, but now it's only $20.
For everything?
Yes, saving our viewers up to 85%. Now, Tori, have you ever found yourself, you're waiting around at the nail salon, and it's 30 to 40 minutes to get your nails done, and then it's expensive, and you feel like you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is the answer. It's the Double Dip Nail Dip Powder Starter Set. It's as simple as coat, dip, file, and shine.
Whoa.
And the best part about this set is there was no animal testing, and it's cruelty-free.
Oh, I love that.
So normally it's as much as $90.
Oh, a little pricey for my blood.
It is pricey, but we've got it for only $35, saving up to 61%. Next up, I've got something to help you get organized and get to cooking.
Ooh.
It's the Cook with Color 4-piece nesting bowl set, and it comes with a 2-piece whisk set and dishwasher and freezer safe.
Nice.
So normally this is as much as $50.
Okay.
But we've got it for only $20, saving our viewers 60%. And last but not least, I've got something that will step your summer garden or backyard up a notch. It is the 8-pack in-ground solar pathway lights with bright LEDs. So the bright LEDs are sustainable and switch on in the dark and turn off in the daylight. Normally it's as much as $60.
Ooh, that hurts.
We've got them for only $29, saving 52%.
Honestly, great products. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You could even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. I really can't wait. I want to light up my backyard with those.
Do it.
All right. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Light it up.
Here's what we're we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Summer Games controversy, from a top official getting fired over an offensive joke to possible protests. What could go wrong? Our Beyond the Medal series continues with Amy Van Dyken, her road to gold and overcoming adversity after a paralyzing ATV accident. A billboard in Times Square is stirring up body-shaming backlash. Is the fat and lazy title offensive? And the William Shatner is here on DBL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, July 22nd, Friday Junior. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So we are less than 24 hours away from the opening ceremony at the Tokyo Games. I cannot wait. But it's a new day, and with that, a new controversy. The director of the opening ceremony was fired after a skit of his resurfaced from 1998. Now, in the skit, he was pretending to be a children's entertainer and said, quote, to the kids, "Let's play Holocaust." Okay, so Tori, what did you make of hearing about this and the Olympic committees in Tokyo, the way they handled it?
You got to find some better vetters, guys. Because the first guy you had who was in charge said women shouldn't be in meetings because they talk too much. He got fired. Now, days away, we're hearing from this guy who made a Holocaust joke, and you're just finding out. Do the research. If you're going to make that a problem, do the research. Don't have us have a drag right before the opening ceremonies. And may I remind you, if you're not an idiot, don't ever make a Holocaust joke. Don't do it. It's not funny. Now, someone on Twitter wrote me, what about the Adam Sandler joke on Saturday Night Live with Canteen Boy and this whole thing on a satire? Satire to me is really different than just say, let's make fun of the Holocaust. So that's where I stand on that. Not looking good, not a great start.
Right. And then really quickly, because I know a lot of you were just curious what the opening ceremony will look like. Apparently, it's going to be much more sobering.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stands are going to be largely empty. Some of the athletes will not be there, so they can rest up and not risk any sort of exposure. But I'm sure it'll be absolutely beautiful. All right, so here's what one NBC host said about it on the Today Show. Take a look.
This is a different celebration. We're celebrating the fact that we hope the world can get back to where we enjoyed it 3-4 years ago, pre-COVID-19. But it's also a serious time here. And I think what we'll see in that stadium will be something that's tone appropriate. It'll have its moments. Every opening ceremony has those memorable moments. And I think there are a couple in store. But I do think it's the first chance to really see the world together in one place, 206 nations and delegations, since COVID-19 hit. That moment alone, just as we've talked about the last couple of days, that's going to be pretty cool.
There you go, and I wonder if there's going to be some sort of a memorial for the 4 million people worldwide who have lost their lives to COVID. So there's also been a lot of talk about protesting at this year's Summer Games. Earlier this week, the U.S. women's soccer team took a knee during their game against Sweden. They are among 5 teams that have protested. I was reading the comments out. You have people applauding them, saying, listen, they've worked their butts off their whole lives to get to this level. They can do whatever they want. It's their right. But then the Olympics has a firm rule that you cannot take a knee. So what do you think about this, and what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't think, we've already seen some protests, so I don't think that they can go back and retroactively change that. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to see a relaxing of the rule, because enough countries are going to do this, and they're not going to be able to
They are relaxing Rule 50,
right.
Just so you know, the IOC, where you can do more protests just because of this. I just want to let you guys know about that.
Yeah, and we're seeing it a lot in soccer. I actually saw an HBO documentary years ago, Jeff, about racism at European soccer matches, people throwing bananas, making ape sounds, things like that. And actually, I believe it was last week, a German team walked off the pitch because there are 3 black players being racially abused so badly. So for as much as you may or may not want to see that, it's still a problem worldwide. And so as long as there's a problem, people are going to speak out about it on their biggest platform, which is the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
I agree. I agree, yeah.
There is a controversial new billboard in Times Square in New York City, and I know it's gotten a lot of you guys heated up, okay? It says feeling fat and lazy and shows a plus-size woman in athletic gear sitting down with her hands in her head in her hands. It also shows a very fit woman plugging her workout site. The billboard is getting a bunch of criticism, including from Jamila Jamil. She says, quote, "This is a blatantly fat-phobic and also quite ableist ad. It bothers me to no end that we are still yet to recognize cruelty and offense to fat people as hate speech." Tori, is this offensive, or is this woke culture going too far?
like, I get it. You're trying to be a provocateur and be like, ooh, I'm going to say things that is going to get people talking. To me, there's two things wrong with the ad. If we can go back to the ad just so you can see. A is the visual, and I'm like an art history person. That heavy person is heads down, very upset, really, really dark. So you're already painting a picture of what fat to you and lazy means. And then second, fat and lazy don't go together. When you're lazy, that's a feeling. Fat is something to do with the body, and I don't know that lazy always makes you fat. So to me, I found it stupid, I found it useless, and I'm not going to her Sparkle Gym.
I'm going to take the other side, and I'll read this quote from the other lady in the ad, Deborah Carpaccio. She said, I expected some backlash, but I'm more disturbed by today's culture where anything that causes discomfort or dissonance is considered taboo. Now, I'm going to take that side, right? As a jumping off point, I don't think fat and lazy is where you want to be on an ad to motivate people, but I've been overweight myself, not to that point that you see the woman in the picture, but I do get depressed. When I'm not in my best shape or I don't work out, it has nothing to do with how my body looks. If I'm not moving, I get that depression in me. We have this thing now called snowplow parenting. Remember it used to be helicopter parenting? It's moving all the obstacles for your children out of the way. They face no difficulty. They don't overcome anything, and growth happens at the end of your comfort zone. If you don't experience any growth in your whole life, if you don't experience any discomfort or have to overcome things yourself, when you hit the real world, when you're 21, 22, 23, and this is the first time you're facing discomfort, you're not going to handle it well. You're not going to grow from it. You're going to be an introvert and turn that down. I'm not saying fat and lazy is the name of the ad. It is getting eyeballs. We are talking about it. But we need to have adversity in our lives for people to grow. If you take away all that, people aren't going to grow. Without adversity, you're not going to grow.
But can I respond really quickly?
Please.
Is that I agree with you. That ad should be allowed to be there. I'm not saying don't let it be there. It can be there, but I'm allowed to have a consequence to that ad, and mine is to either boycott or really speak harshly, because that was my take on that ad. So as much as she can say that, I don't think insulting people is a really good way of saying come to me, with her looking like that with that little smirk. I found it ugly, in my opinion.
You're right, and I said there's a better way to do that.
Yes, you did.
But also, for me, that's motivating.
I feel you.
David Goggins is one of the best inspirational people, at least in my life right now. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. But he does not mince words.
He
tells you what's going on, and if you don't get off the couch and get running that morning with him while he's recording himself, he's going to call you some names, and he doesn't care what you call him. But for me, it's motivational.
Did you guys think about the fact that this might be a two-headed ad campaign, and that she did know that she was going to get backlash from doing this?
Of course. She predicted it. Of course.
Yes,
Jeff read her quote.
And because of that, you then get into the cancel culture community, which also spends money. There is a large portion of people that feel like cancel culture is out of bounds, it's out of control, and when you are then put in that for using language that a lot of people think is okay, they will then embrace your product.
So
billboard,
insulting is now a promotional strategy.
Tori,
I'm asking if answer that question.
Absolutely.
Insulting people, being offensive is now a promotional, you think an ethical promotional strategy.
I didn't say ethical. When we start talking about capitalism, the E word is out of here.
You don't believe ethics in capitalism.
But don't you think
absolutely not.
When it comes to overweight people, they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Nobody's really speaking up, in my opinion, for their feelings. And I wonder why that is. Why do you think that
It's always allowed. That's what I agree with you. Ageism, not allowed. The sexism, not allowed. But you're like, you're fat and lazy. It's like allowed.
I don't think that's true. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to address obesity in this country at all. If you address obesity, which is a huge problem, you get caught. People are writing in right now and they're saying Jeff is fat shaming people. I'm not fat shaming people. I'm saying obesity is a huge problem that we do not talk about on this show, that people don't talk about out there because they're scared of getting canceled. Because if you bring it up, it's a problem, and people say they say, you know what, you're just fat shaming me. I want him off the air. They're not addressing.
But there's always going to be people like that are like, you're doing nothing. We got to get past those people.
We're getting to a point where we're taking obstacles out of the way for us, for our children, and it's a problem. It's a huge problem because we're not able to address things like racism, things like obesity, because people are scared to talk about that.
I'd agree with that. And obesity is a huge problem in this country, and it is difficult to talk about it because it's emotion and health
but
mixed in.
But we've got to talk about it without being afraid. But you do have to
and without using those phrases fat and lazy.
Right. You got to have discernment. You got to have the right dialogue. You got to be thoughtful, and hopefully we do that here. Coming up on DBL, Anna Faris' secret elopement, how she accidentally revealed the big news. And William Shatner is here. You don't want to miss this special Chatting with the Stars interview. Plus, have you guys seen this? I just posted it on my Instagram. The youngest ever TED Talk presenter. Hear this 7-year-old's plea to parents to put their phones down.
According to studies, we're lied to between 20 and 200 times on any given day. But what constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
Hi DBL Nation, it's Kelly Schuberth here with the DBL Digital team. Happy Thursday. We like to call that Friday Junior around here. Let's go up to the desk and see what's going on with Tori and Jeff. Hi guys, that was a great conversation.
Thank you, and just for anyone out there, just know that when you have really heated discussions, they can be, as much as I dislike this person to my left, who I won't name, and he's awful about all things, you can have those respectfully. If you, the trick I've learned, which I had to learn, was to listen. Listen, don't just wait for yourself to say the next thing.
Don't just wait to talk.
Just don't, exactly. Listen, listen, listen. Even if you don't agree, it's the worst thing in the world. And your guy, Daryl Davis, am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. He was a black musician that would like reform Ku Klux Klan members by just listening and talking.
Just having a conversation,
yeah.
Which we don't have anymore because
have.
of social media. No one's talking, they're speaking in 140-letter characters, and you're not getting anything across. We've gotten to this point in America where we can't have a discussion about politics, about whatever it may be that is taboo, about weight loss, about whatever it may be. We can't have that conversation because there's so many trigger words for people, and then they put you in this category with all these isms, or phobias. You're homophobic, you're racist, you're this, you're that. And the conversation's over when someone throws one of those trigger words at you.
People are coming into a conversation with a side. They're not going to see another side, and they're just looking, like you said, not only waiting to talk, but looking for something to take you down on, rather than just being like, oh, that's how you feel. This is how I feel. And the idea of being able to have a discussion with somebody, you guys walk away not having changed each other's minds, but at least having heard each other. But it's either got to be somebody who's got owned, because everything that you click on has gotten owned.
Everybody wants to be
Al destroys Jeff on YouTube. It's got to be those kind of words.
And if you're not 100% in compliance with that side, they want to cancel you.
Yeah, that's bars. That's what the new word is, bars.
DBL Nation, it's a great conversation. Write us and let us know your thoughts.
Wait till you guys see this. Welcome back to DBL. 7-year-old Molly Wright is reportedly the youngest girl to ever give a TED Talk, and she has a very important message for parents. Take a look.
I know it's important for adults to use their devices sometimes, but kids are hardwired to seek out meaningful connections. Not receiving them causes confusion and stress. Okay, Amajot, please re-engage. Now, what if a whole childhood was like that last 30 seconds?
Wow, and she had a powerful, I strongly encourage everybody to watch this whole TED Talk. I just posted it on my Instagram. You can watch it. It's only like 5 minutes. So
and you can see it at FisherPrice.com.
What?
Nothing.
Are you mocking this girl?
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay. You mean?
Jeez, guys.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Sorry.
I love the fact that
I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. Sorry. Okay. It was aggressive. I'm sorry.
I really got to wake up here. It's all right.
This 7-year-old is unbelievable. She's like anointed. She doesn't even fidget. When I talk, I fidget. Like this 7-year-old doesn't even fidget. But for me, I'm going to put myself in that category. I struggle with building a balance between my phone and my kids to the point where I need boundaries. I put my phone away. I take all my apps off my phone that I'm addicted to, like Instagram. Oh yeah, they're not on my phone. I have to go on a computer to go on Instagram, to go on Facebook. So that's what works for me. So I know that a lot of parents struggle with this, and I think we need hard boundaries. Some people don't need boundaries. I need boundaries because I'm much happier when I'm with my kids as opposed to I'm anxious on my device. I hate my device.
It's not only my own device, which I don't really have a problem with, I'll be honest. I'm good at putting it away because I don't care to look at it.
And
it's my children's devices, right? It's that parenting, like, listen, I just want to watch the game. Go play on your little phone, I call it. You know what I mean? So that's a problem in my house because sometimes I feel like they're playing a little bit too much. I definitely spend time outside, but if this was my child at 7, like, please re-engage, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be sad or be like, go to your room, get out of here. You know what I mean? You're 7.
I think
Go run in the dirt and get hurt with your knees. Yeah.
I made a joke, but I think it's going to be hard for a lot of adults to take a message from a younger person.
That's a good
but
point. Not when you watch it, I promise you.
I know.
She does examples.
But like, we never get kids' perspective on like, what do you guys think about the president, the people that are going to inherit this earth very soon?
Yeah.
We don't ask them anything, and they have this unique perspective about adults, and they don't get a chance to vote or really participate in society, but we don't go to them for anything, even though they're usually on the leading edge of technology and the next app and the next thing, but we don't consult them for anything, and she spits some
Maybe
facts.
because they're 7.
No, wait till you watch it. Trust me, you'll learn something from her. I did. Don't go away. William Shatner coming up next.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Midea asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. We have a very special interview coming up with William Shatner, but first, a look at his show.
What constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
All right, you just heard a sneak peek of the legendary William Shatner in his brand new show, I Don't Understand. And we have him here live. Thank you so much for coming on DBL.
Yes, what a pleasure. What a pleasure it is to look at all of you.
Yes.
But mostly me. I'm a beautiful man.
You're all beautiful in your way.
Thank you. Yes, we feel seen and heard by you. Okay, so William, we love the concept of your new show. You're trying to answer the most. It is. It's great to because we can play along with you, right? You're trying to answer the most fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And timely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially because these are timely questions that pique everyone's interest.
Anything I don't understand, like, for example, how is it possible that you're 40? I don't understand.
Yes.
Brownie points for Shatner.
He did the shoulder reset.
I like it. Tell us a little bit more about the show. So for our viewers right now that have not heard about it.
Well, I mean, that's it. The idea of the show is things I don't understand.
You're talking to the right guy.
Why they don't know the right guy. You're the right guy. My God, how you've changed. In that instant, you've lost your blonde hair and you've gone to a suit.
That's how I do things. That's how I do it, Will.
Why are you wearing a red handkerchief in your breast pocket?
It's pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. And it goes with my
lavender
shirt.
William, please tell us what you're thinking, because they criticize my outfits all the time, William. So why did you ask just that?
No, you don't understand. I'm not criticizing. I'm asking the question.
I think he's being
And you say
complimentary, and he wants to wear that to his next event.
I
Am
don't
I right?
think so. Nope.
That's exactly right. I've never understood why how pink looks good on a man, and now I understand.
And now you understand.
Well, wait till you see Al. He's dripping in pink, and I love it. I say pink is punk.
Yeah, well, dripping, yeah.
See,
I like
now
it.
this is a good use of pink.
Thank you. I have the pink watch too.
Show him your pants.
Oh, yeah, stand up.
And the pink
Look at this. He's going to Cape Cod to a boil, sir.
Yeah. All right. Little Heisman pose.
I don't understand that outfit.
You've never gotten up on a Thursday and put on pink pants, William?
Right. No, I'm in my underwear. Beneath this, I'm in my underwear.
That's hot.
Hey, save that for DBL After Dark.
After dark. Let me ask you a question. Is there a question that you couldn't answer? Like you're like, I don't understand this, and there is no answer. Was there anything that was unanswerable?
Like this question.
Well, it's a conversation. It's a conversation with a so-called expert.
Okay.
Now, for example, one of the first shows, and I don't know the order they're in when they broadcast them, is about lying. I don't know how I came upon that, but why do we lie? So there was an expert on lying. She had a book out, and God started speaking to her about lying, lies of omission, and then it evolved I've hurt my shoulder into is religion a lie? And all of a sudden we're talking about loss of faith. And do you see through a lie if you lose your faith and you say, wait a minute, I'm a choir boy and was the loss of faith. And now you're into the big lie. And it's no longer just lies of omission, or I didn't say that, or I did say that. It's the big lie, the big omission.
It got deep.
Why do we lie? It has all kinds of ramifications. So that's the nature of the show. You can ask a simple question, but if you follow the pathway of the conversation, it suddenly branches off, and suddenly you're on a cliff, looking over unquestionable masses. You're on the edge of a thing. It's, where do I go next with this question? And it becomes an adventure.
Well, William, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing why you are the perfect person to host this show. We live in an era where everything is, there's a ton of interview shows, there's a ton of question and answer shows, but every time an interviewer asks a question, a lot of times it seems like they have an agenda. You seem to ask questions with a genuine curiosity, which is very disarming, and I think viewers are going to love that. So I'm excited about the show, but here's a bigger question for you.
Thank you. That's a very insightful comment, in that's exactly right. I'm only asking questions of people and elements that I don't understand. I really have a genuine curiosity about. This isn't like you guys talking to people of various intelligences or interests. You know, sometimes you struggle. Got to get a word. They're boring, or I'm talking to people that I think are exciting. I'm talking, and it's not an interview per se. It's a conversation. Like, what did you do, and how did you feel, and I don't understand, and would love to discover.
Well said by Captain Kirk, huh?
I know.
Right.
I can't wait. I don't understand how he's 90. You look fantastic.
Yeah.
You can watch William Shatner's new show, I Don't Understand. It's out now on portable TV. William, thank you so much. Real quickly, is this the best interview that you've ever?
He's a joy.
Hands down, best interview?
It's because they're wearing pink.
Bye, William. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
If you're leaving, you can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Andy Cohen's new reality show. How would you feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? And our Beyond the Medal series continues. There she is! Swim star Amy Van Dyken, friend of the show. We miss you. She'll be here live. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So Anna Faris just dropped a bombshell on her podcast. She let it slip that she and her fiance, Michael Barrett, eloped at a Washington state courthouse. Have a listen.
I think we've spent the last year in a place of reflection and a place of kind of prioritization to some degree. I'm looking around as though it's just my fiance's right. He's now my husband.
Oh.
What? Yes, we eloped. I'm sorry, honey, I just blurted that out. But it just feels like I can't say fiance anymore.
Oh, you guys, that's beautiful.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Gosh.
All right, so this is Anna's third marriage, and most recently she was married to Chris Pratt. Do you think she was downplaying it because this is her third marriage, Al, or do you think they were just trying to keep it private?
Well, just like anything, you're going to look at your third thing different than you did your first. And I think your first marriage, for most people, I know you guys were courthouse people. My folks got married at the courthouse. But some people, is the dream you're sold is like, beautiful wedding. And you had that, Tori, literally looks like it should come in a picture frame.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you're with your third partner, you're a little older, you're a little wiser, and you're just like, this is between us. We're going to be life partners. And you kind of are ready for that next step. And you don't really need to make that big announcement.
Right, and also she's been through the ringer. I always felt bad for Anna Faris, always. Chris Pratt and she breaking up. He got all the cool Marvel stuff, the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I always felt like she was like, hey, and I just felt bad for her.
She was the bigger star when they met.
Yeah,
and then
he went and exploded.
Right.
You're right. So you know what? I'm really happy for her. Go ahead, elope, make it small, and don't make it a big deal because she's probably tender about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all for courthouse marriages.
Yeah, you don't like
Save yourself some coin. Why not put it into your house? I mean, I'm all for it. I know the big one's nice, and a lot of people dream of that. But if my wife didn't care, I don't care for sure.
At all? You guys, at all?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, of course you did. You did a beautiful wedding.
But I also had a budget. I said because I had to pay for our own wedding, Mark and I did.
Nice.
So I said, we are not going over this amount of money because we wanted money for our honeymoon and blah, blah, blah. But looking back, if we would have taken that chunk of change and placed it on a condo in LA and then sold it 10 years later, we would have made a killing.
We were at the point in Mexico, I'm not even kidding, because you're drinking and they keep upping. We had a dance floor that lit up. That's where the expenses were going. I'm not even kidding. It was getting
You mean
out
like
of
in your
control.
ideas of what it was going to be?
Yeah, they totally played me. And then my son Lawson saved my life. And then he came in, and that's the reason why we went there.
Yeah, but I do have fond memories of my marriage, so it's cool. Okay.
You're acting like it's over.
No, I mean my...
Your wedding.
Sorry, my wedding.
Yes.
Sam dropping a bomb here on DBL today.
Oh, my wedding.
Could I just say, I grew up like an Italian neighborhood, and you just give cash when you go to weddings.
Oh. That's cool.
I didn't get any of that back.
Ew.
So you have to go to all your friends' weddings, and I got married at a courthouse. No cash.
They owe you a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All those
I know
plates.
you went to a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Throw that Venmo out.
Still a little mad about it.
Okay. So how would you guys feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? That's the concept of Andy Cohen's new game show called X-Rated. Exes rate their former flames and get guidance from friend of our show, Shan Boodram. Take a look.
Our relationship expert, Shan Boodram, is here to help.
Communication isn't about what you say, it's what you want to achieve. Let's work on cuddling.
I've never cuddled in a suit before with a girl.
Ooh.
They're exes. Rated our single from 1 to 10. She gave you a 7. 5. 1. Why'd you give her a 1?
She needs some help.
Wow. Yeah, so
Tori's having trouble understanding.
She couldn't
It's called
get it.
Exes.
Okay,
She's having trouble.
hold on.
She's
I'm
like,
just
wait,
asking.
what
They
now?
bring them together, or one's going to be
I
on Zoom
see.
if
So
they
they're
physically
together.
can't be in the studio together.
I see.
And then they reveal in real time how they rate.
I love this.
it.
I think it's fantastic. I'm into real dishy bad TV lately. I went through a really erudite French noir, and now I'm too hot to handle, Love
Would you
Island.
do the show?
I wouldn't have a problem. I'm really close with my exes, so I wouldn't have an issue. Would you?
No.
What do you think your exes would say about you?
I don't know.
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm assuming if they're an ex, it didn't end great.
It can't end amicably?
Yeah, if it's gonna be boring. I want some fireworks. Let's blow it up. Wow. I'm sorry. I guess you guys all ended with a handshake like this.
We did. I did.
Friends with
Good
my mic pack fell.
Here.
I think he's completely not. Yeah.
All your relationships ended perfectly?
They did, and then one went bad when one did go bad. The eternity one went bad. But what about you?
But that's who they would get.
I would never do this. Are you kidding me? I would never, ever, ever want to meet up with an ex that I was friends with, fine, but not an ex where it's
Jeff,
weird.
tell me I'm not crazy.
Speaking of, I mean, not even an ex. Take someone that you were friends with 25 years ago. You're not the same person. So they're going to say things like, oh my God, I did do that. I don't even remember that. It's not even an ex. It's just someone you had a relationship 20 years ago. You're not the same person. So there's going to be some conflict.
Would you ever do it?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
You hesitated.
No, because I wouldn't. Why would I want to hear bad things about myself? I didn't even watch Big Brother back because I don't want to hear bad things about what people say. That's why I don't read social media. I don't need negativity in my life. So let's go and talk about all the bad things you did 20 years ago. Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
What do you think they'd say about you and then you?
First of all, they'd say I'm the most incredible person they ever met, and they wish they'd stayed with me.
Really? And then what about you, Jeff?
So we're lying? Oh, okay, cool.
Really quick, what would they say about you?
I don't know. That's why I just said I wouldn't go on.
But Andy Cohen legitimizes it, don't you think?
I don't know. Okay. Coming up on DBL Summer Games gold winner, Amy Van Dyken is here live. Hi, Amy. Oh,
don't do it.
Okay.
She says, don't do it,
I wonder
she's
if
saying.
Amy Van Dyken would go on the show.
She says no.
Can't
She says
wait
no.
to talk with her coming
a smart
up
woman.
next.
I love her. She's like, hell no.
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital Team. Thanks for joining us this Thursday. Let's go to the desk and continue the conversation with our host. I feel like today's going a little off the rails, guys. Oh, we're talking about Amy Van Dyken up here.
We're really we love
Sam, can
Amy.
you tell us about that again, if you don't mind?
So Amy definitely was like every swimmer's idol, because what was so cool about Amy Van Dyken, not only did she win medal after medal after medal, but she was so positive. But what a lot of people couldn't wrap their heads around when it came to Amy, like a lot of us grew up together, right? So like, you know that you're really fast, let's say at 10 or then at 12. By that time, you're in this little bubble where
So
you guys
know who's...
Oh yeah, you travel the world together, kind of competing on an international level. And then when they go to the Olympics, it's those same people. Amy came out of nowhere fast in college, and that is, I've never heard of that before. That's completely unheard of, rare, and it's really cool that she was able to finally find her stroke in college. Very cool.
Where's her Lifetime movie?
I know, her Lifetime movie has to be a thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Amy, you know, later on, you know, she married and her husband played in the NFL, and she was, I don't know what they call it when you go on like those ATVs. Yeah. She got in an ATV accident and she's paralyzed. And for an Olympian to be so comfortable in their incredible warrior-like body, then lose your legs, especially as a swimmer. She says I don't know, last time I talked to her, she said she would not go in the pool because she didn't want to go in the pool without like being able to use her body like she used to. I don't know if she's done that recently, she may have, but she's just such an inspiration. She has Amy's Army, go look it up, Amy's Army. They actually donate wheelchairs and other things for kids with disabilities. She's incredible. Just stay tuned for the interview. She is an inspiration.
All right, DBL Nation, Amy Van Dyken coming up next. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to DBL. Amy Van Dyken has never been one to shy away from adversity. She overcame severe asthma to win 6 gold medals, and it was her competitive spirit that helped her fight through a horrific ATV accident. In today's Beyond the Medal, the amazing Amy Van Dyken.
The year is 1996 when 23-year-old Amy Van Dyken launches herself into Summer Games history. She wins gold in 4 swimming events, becoming the first American woman to accomplish such a feat, and crowning her the most successful athlete at the Atlanta Games. 4 years later, Amy returns to the Games, where she wins 2 more
4 gold medals. She is one of only a handful of athletes who can say, all my medals are gold. Amy retires from swimming after her appearance in the Sydney Games. But in 2014, she makes headlines again after an ATV accident leaves her paralyzed from the waist down. Today, Amy's competitive spirit is stronger than ever, even defying doctors' expectations and walking again, proving a true champion never gives up.
A true American hero, Amy Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, we love you.
I love you. It is so good to see you guys. I wish I were there in person, but this is good enough for now.
We will take you any way we can have you. We loved having you in the studio last time. And before we get to all things Olympics and your advice for some of the athletes, you were kind of like, we could tell that you were listening to our previous story about the exes. Would you ever go on Andy Cohen's show and have an ex rate you?
No, I don't want my own husband to rate me because I fear that I would get a 1 in most categories. I don't need an ex telling me that I was an awful human being when we dated. I know I was.
Exactly. Okay, all right. So clearly, you're always going to be honest with us. Now, an athlete's mental strength is just as important as their physical strength. So let's talk about the mind games that athletes like to play. Because apparently, you were the queen of messing with competitors. What were some of the things that you used to do while swimming?
Oh, Sam. Well, it started in the ready room, and you know the ready room because you were a swimmer, right? So you're in there a half an hour before you have to start your, if you're like 30 seconds late, they call you DQ. So I would sit there and I would turn around to my competitors, and one time I went knee to knee. We were about that far away from each other, and I just sat there for a half an hour. I didn't know what to do, so I just stared at her. So it started there.
That's terrible.
Then we would get out behind the blocks, and I'd do that lat slap thing. You remember that the boys get, and I would do that, splash water on myself. I would grunt, and then, not my proudest moment, but there was one time where there was no unnecessary noise on the starting blocks. Well, I have asthma, right? So I have phlegm. So they call us up on the blocks. It's silent. I clear my throat, and it echoes. And I see my competitor stand up, and she looked at me. I see her coach running down. She's DQ'd, she's out. And as everyone was freaking out, I was just sitting there saying, I may get pulled from this race, but it was worth every moment.
She's so cool. What a good champion.
Do it.
All right, I got to ask about this. One of your mind games that I actually remember, it got a lot of backlash during the Sydney Games. You spat water in a competitor's lane, and the world went crazy. So, Amy, why'd you do it? And were you like kind of surprised by the backlash?
Shocked at the backlash because I had been doing it in high school. And as a matter of fact, one of the people who made a big deal about it had done an interview with me 2 weeks prior while we were at the Olympics talking about the spitting, and then acted shocked when I did it. And how dare she do that? And I was like, wait, we just talked about that.
Interesting.
So I don't know, it bummed me out a little bit, and I think that's why I wanted to get into media. So, and do a lot of swimming stuff because I don't want other swimmers to feel like I felt in that moment.
Very well.
That's what I do to Tori before the show, just a little on the floor to mark my territory.
So irritating. Very wet over here.
Right?
I got to show her who's boss. All right. Amy, you still hold the record when it comes to gold medals at the Games. You are the only American female to win 4 gold medals in a single appearance at the Games. Do you believe anyone is going to break your record?
So yes, Jeff, I do. I think Katie Ledecky is going to break that record. We were talking about it this morning, and some of the people that I'm working with have a different opinion. Here's the thing. I've already bought the champagne. So the second that she does it here in the hotel room, I'm going to pop that bottle and celebrate. Because the thing is, I wanted to be there when she did it. Like, I wanted to give her a hug. Obvious reasons, I'm not in Tokyo and I can't give her a hug. So I'm just going to pop some champagne and have a glass or 5.
That's a great competitor right there. That's a great
very
competitor.
sportsmanlike.
I love it. I honestly see you as like the Kobe Bryant of the pool.
Yes.
I really do. Just those silent mind games.
Yep.
It's a big deal. Now, I'm gonna rapid fire 2 quick questions. One, looking back on your gold medals, do you have a favorite of the 6?
Yes, I do. It was the 100 butterfly. because I was not the best 100 butterflyer in the country, let alone the world, but you just have to be the best in that moment.
Yep.
And when I celebrated, that was the 50 free, but the Wheaties box is me almost jumping out of the pool and like throwing my arms up, throwing pumpers. Yeah. So that was my favorite.
Okay, and also, when is the movie of your life being made?
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking about that in the break.
You need to have your own
life
movie.
is a movie. What's happening here?
Mila Kunis, I could see starring in it.
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Thank you.
No, I don't know if she's as athletic.
She can get
we need
there.
Someone athletic.
I believe in her.
Okay.
I would love it. Someone said today, I was in hair and makeup, and they're like, Shannon Doherty. I'm like,
Shannon Doherty.
Okay. I can see. No, I think the movie of my life would be more like more cartoonish, but be able to get the entire story out there for people who want to hear about it. So, if you know anybody, let me know.
Yeah, it's a good one. In fact, you know, you've been such an inspiration on so many different levels, because in 2014, you had your ATV accident. And a couple years later, you came to our studio to tell us how your life changed after that. How did your champion mindset help you in your recovery, Amy?
Well, I believe that it helps immensely in physical therapy. When I was at Craig Hospital in Colorado, I would see a lot of people who were in pain and they felt they had to stop. Well, I knew what pain I could push through. And so I felt like I could push myself further. Also, being an Olympian, you know, you've got to overcome obstacles. It looks beautiful on TV, but the Olympics is not always the easiest swim meet to be at. You know, you're in a different country, there's different food, sleeping conditions, what have you. So I really think that it taught me resilience, how to plan ahead, and, you know, just how to sit there and, I guess, feel the feels, if you will, right? If you're having a bad day, like, cry it out and don't let it back in.
Amy, you got to come back to the studio and join us. Next time you're near us, please come in here, join the panel. Not only talking about sports, but she's going to talk about everything. She's great. Yeah.
Your exes.
I would love that. We are in your area for the summer, so I'm going to come bother you.
Yay! So to our DBL Nation, follow Amy on Instagram. I'm already a follower, and her post will make you laugh, cry, smile, you name it. She's going to come back and join us in the studio. Amy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. I love you. Be well.
Love you. Bye, love. We'll be right back.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Mydia asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some. Oh, you were there too?
No.
He wasn't. Oh. Okay. Earlier, Steph showed Tori, not Al, some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Steph, what do you have for us today?
Hey Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will go great with anyone's skin routine. This is the Glossmetics Luxe 4-in-1 Sonic Facial Cleansing and Exfoliating Set. So this tool gently removes hard to reach dirt, makeup and debris, leaving nothing but smooth, soft and glowing skin. So the handheld spin brush, look at this, works with your favorite cleanser and it's suitable for all skin types. It is so gentle, it's amazing. And it comes with this protective case, so it's perfect for storage and travel. So normally this is as much as $130, but now it's only $20.
For everything?
Yes, yes, yes. Saving our viewers up to 85%. Now, Tori, have you ever found yourself, you're waiting around at the nail salon, and it's 30 to 40 minutes to get your nails done, and then it's expensive and you feel like you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is the answer. It's the Double Dip Nail Dip Powder Starter Set, and it's going to be the answer to everything you need. So this is an all-in-one set that will leave you loving your beautiful nails. It's as simple as coat, dip, file, and shine.
Whoa.
And that's all you need to do to become your new favorite nail tech. I love it. It dries within minutes with a shine that will last for weeks. And the best part about this set is there was no animal testing and it's cruelty-free.
Oh, I love that.
So normally it's as much as $90.
Oh, a little pricey for my blood.
It is pricey, but we've got it for only $35, saving up to 61%.
That's amazing. And to be honest, I like staying from home. A little lazy, This is for me.
Next up, I've got something to help you get organized and get to cooking.
Ooh.
It's the Cook with Color 4-piece nesting bowl set, and it comes with a 2-piece wish set.
Ooh.
Love that. So these are non-slip bowls that are sturdy, easy to clean, and dishwasher and freezer safe.
Nice.
So they're going to be your go-to bowls for stirring and storing. The silicone over mold promotes thorough blending and improved food release. Normally, this is as much as $50.
Okay.
But we've got it for only $20, saving our viewers 60%.
Whisk me away to Savings Island.
I love it.
Whisk, huh?
I love it, Tori, and I love these colors. Really
they're so now, right? That muted pink. I love that, and I like how sturdy they are.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah, I like that.
These are like hard casing.
Yeah.
These are going to last you a long time.
Love that. No slip.
And last but not least, I've got something that will step your summer garden or backyard up a notch. It is the 8-pack in-ground solar pathway lights with bright LEDs, so you can illuminate and brighten your yard or your patio with these solar lights. So the bright LEDs are sustainable and switch on in the dark and turn off in the daylight. I'm gonna give you an example. Look at this. Oh, look at that.
way.
That was just with my hand. So imagine what it's going to be like in your garden.
Oh, that's lovely.
Feel like a magician. They are wireless, easy to install, done, and sturdy enough for all weather conditions. So normally it's as much as $60.
Ooh, that hurts.
We've got them for only $29, saving 52%.
My God, light me up the savings. Honestly, guys, this can really change your backyard from something to like a magical space. And that is a really, really good price.
I know.
Honestly, great products. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Tomorrow on DBL, actor Emil Hirsch. He tells us which A-list star's the biggest jokester on set.
He's absolutely hysterical, and he's got a great sense of humor.
And history-making gymnast Gabby Douglas. She gets a 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah. She landed. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Oh, those are such good interviews.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. What do we have, Tori?
Someone wrote in and asked where you can watch the William Shatner show. It's on portabletv.com. Am I saying it right? Portabletv.com. It's called I Don't Understand, and it should be super trippy and great.
It sounded like he said that you can get an app for your phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be the star of that show.
Why?
Go away. See you every day.
She doesn't understand.
We'll see you tomorrow. I know.
talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Summer Games controversy, from a top official getting fired over an offensive joke to possible protests. What could go wrong? Our Beyond the Medal series continues with Amy Van Dyken, her road to gold and overcoming adversity after a paralyzing ATV accident. A billboard in Times Square is stirring up body-shaming backlash. Is the fat and lazy title offensive? And the William Shatner is here on DBL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, July 22nd, Friday Junior. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So we are less than 24 hours away from the opening ceremony at the Tokyo Games. I cannot wait. But it's a new day, and with that, a new controversy. The director of the opening ceremony was fired after a skit of his resurfaced from 1998. Now, in the skit, he was pretending to be a children's entertainer and said, quote, to the kids, "Let's play Holocaust." Okay, so Tori, what did you make of hearing about this and the Olympic committees in Tokyo, the way they handled it?
You got to find some better vetters, guys. Because the first guy you had who was in charge said women shouldn't be in meetings because they talk too much. He got fired. Now, days away, we're hearing from this guy who made a Holocaust joke, and you're just finding out. Do the research. If you're going to make that a problem, do the research. Don't have us have a drag right before the opening ceremonies. And may I remind you, if you're not an idiot, don't ever make a Holocaust joke. Don't do it. It's not funny. Now, someone on Twitter wrote me, what about the Adam Sandler joke on Saturday Night Live with Canteen Boy and this whole thing on a satire? Satire to me is really different than just say, let's make fun of the Holocaust. So that's where I stand on that. Not looking good, not a great start.
Right. And then really quickly, because I know a lot of you were just curious what the opening ceremony will look like. Apparently, it's going to be much more sobering.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stands are going to be largely empty. Some of the athletes will not be there, so they can rest up and not risk any sort of exposure. But I'm sure it'll be absolutely beautiful. All right, so here's what one NBC host said about it on the Today Show. Take a look.
This is a different celebration. We're celebrating the fact that we hope the world can get back to where we enjoyed it 3-4 years ago, pre-COVID-19. But it's also a serious time here. And I think what we'll see in that stadium will be something that's tone appropriate. It'll have its moments. Every opening ceremony has those memorable moments. And I think there are a couple in store. But I do think it's the first chance to really see the world together in one place, 206 nations and delegations, since COVID-19 hit. That moment alone, just as we've talked about the last couple of days, that's going to be pretty cool.
There you go, and I wonder if there's going to be some sort of a memorial for the 4 million people worldwide who have lost their lives to COVID. So there's also been a lot of talk about protesting at this year's Summer Games. Earlier this week, the U.S. women's soccer team took a knee during their game against Sweden. They are among 5 teams that have protested. I was reading the comments out. You have people applauding them, saying, listen, they've worked their butts off their whole lives to get to this level. They can do whatever they want. It's their right. But then the Olympics has a firm rule that you cannot take a knee. So what do you think about this, and what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't think, we've already seen some protests, so I don't think that they can go back and retroactively change that. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to see a relaxing of the rule, because enough countries are going to do this, and they're not going to be able to
They are
punish.
relaxing Rule 50,
right.
just so you know, the IOC, where you can do more protests just because of this. I just want to let you guys know about that.
Yeah, and we're seeing it a lot in soccer. I actually saw an HBO documentary years ago, Jeff, about racism at European soccer matches, people throwing bananas, making ape sounds, things like that. And actually, I believe it was last week, a German team walked off the pitch because there are 3 black players being racially abused so badly. So for as much as you may or may not want to see that, it's still a problem worldwide. And so as long as there's a problem, people are going to speak out about it on their biggest platform, which is the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
I agree. I agree, yeah.
There is a controversial new billboard in Times Square in New York City, and I know it's gotten a lot of you guys heated up, okay? It says feeling fat and lazy, and shows a plus-size woman in athletic gear sitting down with her hands in her head in her hands. It also shows a very fit woman plugging her workout site. The billboard is getting a bunch of criticism, including from Jamila Jamil. She says, quote, "This is a blatantly fat-phobic and also quite ableist ad. It bothers me to no end that we are still yet to recognize cruelty and offense to fat people as hate speech." Tori, is this offensive, or is this woke culture going too far?
like, I get it. You're trying to be a provocateur and be like, ooh, I'm going to say things that is going to get people talking. To me, there's two things wrong with the ad. If we can go back to the ad just so you can see. A is the visual, and I'm like an art history person. That heavy person is heads down, very upset, really, really dark. So you're already painting a picture of what fat to you and lazy means. And then second, fat and lazy don't go together. When you're lazy, that's a feeling. Fat is something to do with the body, and I don't know that lazy always makes you fat. So to me, I found it stupid, I found it useless, and I'm not going to her Sparkle Gym.
I'm going to take the other side, and I'll read this quote from the other lady in the ad, Deborah Carpaccio. She said, I expected some backlash, but I'm more disturbed by today's culture where anything that causes discomfort or dissonance is considered taboo. Now, I'm going to take that side, right? As a jumping off point, I don't think fat and lazy is where you want to be on an ad to motivate people, but I've been overweight myself, not to that point that you see the woman in the picture, but I do get depressed. When I'm not in my best shape or I don't work out, it has nothing to do with how my body looks. If I'm not moving, I get that depression in me. We have this thing now called snowplow parenting. Remember it used to be helicopter parenting? It's moving all the obstacles for your children out of the way. They face no difficulty. They don't overcome anything, and growth happens at the end of your comfort zone. If you don't experience any growth in your whole life, if you don't experience any discomfort or have to overcome things yourself, when you hit the real world, when you're 21, 22, 23, and this is the first time you're facing discomfort, you're not going to handle it well. You're not going to grow from it. You're going to be an introvert and turn that down. I'm not saying fat and lazy is the name of the ad. It is getting eyeballs. We are talking about it. But we need to have adversity in our lives for people to grow. If you take away all that, people aren't going to grow. Without adversity, you're not going to grow.
But can I respond really quickly?
Please.
Is that I agree with you. That ad should be allowed to be there. I'm not saying don't let it be there. It can be there, but I'm allowed to have a consequence to that ad, and mine is to either boycott or really speak harshly, because that was my take on that ad. So as much as she can say that, I don't think insulting people is a really good way of saying come to me, with her looking like that with that little smirk. I found it ugly, in my opinion.
You're right, and I said there's a better way to do that.
Yes, you did.
But also, for me, that's motivating.
I feel you.
David Goggins is one of the best inspirational people, at least in my life right now. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. But he does not mince words.
He doesn't hold
tells
back.
you what's going on, and if you don't get off the couch and get running that morning with him while he's recording himself, he's going to call you some names, and he doesn't care what you call him. But for me, it's motivational.
Did you guys think about the fact that this might be a two-headed ad campaign, and that she did know that she was going to get backlash from doing this?
Of course. She predicted it. Of course.
Yes,
Jeff read her quote.
And because of that, you then get into the cancel culture community, which also spends money. There is a large portion of people that feel like cancel culture is out of bounds, it's out of control, and when you are then put in that for using language that a lot of people think is okay, they will then embrace your product.
So insulting is now a promotional strategy.
Tori,
I'm asking if you answer that question.
Absolutely.
Insulting people, being offensive is now a promotional, you think an ethical promotional strategy.
I didn't say ethical. When we start talking about capitalism, the E word is out of here.
Yeah, you don't believe ethics and capitalism.
But don't you think
absolutely not.
When it comes to overweight people, they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Nobody's really speaking up, in my opinion, for their feelings. And I wonder why that is. Why do you think that
It's always allowed. That's what I agree with you. Ageism, not allowed. The sexism, not allowed. But you're like, you're fat and lazy. It's like allowed.
I don't think that's true. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to address obesity in this country at all. If you address obesity, which is a huge problem, you get caught. People are writing in right now and they're saying Jeff is fat shaming people. I'm not fat shaming people. I'm saying obesity is a huge problem that we do not talk about on this show, that people don't talk about out there because they're scared of getting canceled. Because if you bring it up, it's a problem, and people say they say, you know what, you're just fat shaming me. I want him off the air. They're not addressing.
But there's always going to be people like that are like, you're doing nothing. We got to get
we're
past
getting to
those
a point
people.
We're taking obstacles out of the way for us, for our children, and it's a problem. It's a huge problem because we're not able to address things like racism, things like obesity, because people are scared to talk about that.
I'd agree with that. And obesity is a huge problem in this country, and it is difficult to talk about it because it's emotion and health
but
mixed
we
in.
got to talk about it without being afraid. But you do have to
and without using those phrases fat and lazy.
Right. You got to have discernment. You got to have the right dialogue. You got to be thoughtful, and hopefully we do that here. Coming up on DBL, on Faris' secret elopement, how she accidentally revealed the big news. And William Shatner is here. You don't want to miss this special Chatting with the Stars interview. Plus, have you guys seen this? I just posted it on my Instagram. The youngest ever TED Talk presenter. Hear this 7-year-old's plea to parents to put their phones down.
According to studies, we're lied to between 20 and 200 times on any given day. But what constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
Hi DBL Nation, it's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. Happy Thursday. We like to call that Friday Junior around here. Let's go up to the desk and see what's going on with Tori and Jeff. Hi guys, that was a great conversation.
Thank you. And just for anyone out there, just know that when you have really heated discussions, they can be, as much as I dislike this person to my left, who I won't name, and he's awful about all things, you can have those respectfully. The trick I've learned, which I had to learn, was to listen. Listen. Don't just wait for yourself to say the next thing.
Don't just wait to talk.
Just don't, exactly. Listen. Even if you don't agree, it's the worst thing in the world. And your guy, Daryl Davis, am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. He was a black musician that would reform Ku Klux Klan members by just listening and talking.
Just having a conversation, which we don't have anymore because of social media. No one's talking, they're speaking in 140-letter characters, and you're not getting anything across. We've gotten to this point in America where we can't have a discussion about politics, about whatever it may be that is taboo, about weight loss, about whatever it may be. We can't have that conversation because there's so many trigger words for people, and then they put you in this category with all these isms, or phobias. You're homophobic, you're racist, you're this, you're that. And the conversation's over when someone throws one of those trigger words at you.
People are coming into a conversation with the side. They're not going to see another side, and they're just looking, like you said, not only waiting to talk, but looking for something to take you down on, rather than just being like, oh, that's how you feel. This is how I feel. And the idea of being able to have a discussion with somebody, you guys walk away not having changed each other's minds, but at least having heard each other. But it's either got to be somebody's got owned, because everything that you click on has gotten owned.
Everybody wants to be
Al destroys Jeff on YouTube. It's got to be those kind of words.
And if you're not 100% in compliance with that side, they want to cancel you.
Yeah, that's bars. That's what the new word is, bars.
DBL Nation, it's a great conversation. Write us and let us know your thoughts.
Wait till you guys see this. Welcome back to DBL. 7-year-old Molly Wright is reportedly the youngest girl to ever give a TED Talk, and she has a very important message for parents. Take a look.
I know it's important for adults to use their devices sometimes, but kids are hardwired to seek out meaningful connections. Not receiving them causes confusion and stress. Okay, Amajot, please re-engage. Now, what if a whole childhood was like that last 30 seconds?
Wow, and she had a powerful, I strongly encourage everybody to watch this whole TED Talk. I just posted it on my Instagram. You can watch it. It's only like 5 minutes.
And you can see it at FisherPrice.com.
What?
Nothing.
Are you mocking this girl?
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay. You mean,
Jeez, guys.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Sorry. I love the fact that I'm sorry. Okay, it was aggressive. I'm sorry.
We're like at a wake up here. It's all right.
7-year-old is unbelievable. She's like anointed. She doesn't even fidget. When I talk, I fidget. Like this 7-year-old doesn't even fidget. But for me, I'm going to put myself in that category. I struggle with building a balance between my phone and my kids to the point where I need boundaries. I put my phone away. I take all my apps off my phone that I'm addicted to, like Instagram. Oh yeah, they're not on my phone. I have to go on a computer to go on Instagram, to go on Facebook. So that's what works for me. So I know that a lot of parents struggle with this, and I think we need hard boundaries. Some people don't need boundaries. I need boundaries because I'm much happier when I'm with my kids as opposed to I'm anxious on my device. I hate my device.
It's not only my own device, which I don't really have a problem with. I'll be honest.
Good.
I'm good at putting it away because I don't care to look at it.
And it also
it's my children's devices, right? It's that parenting. Like, listen, I just want to watch the game. Go play on your little phone, I call it. You know what I mean? So that's a problem in my house because sometimes I feel like they're playing a little bit too much. I definitely spend time outside, but if this was my child at 7, like, please re-engage, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be sad or be like, go Go to your room. Get out of here. You know what I mean? You're 7.
Go run in the dirt and get hurt with your knees.
I made a joke, but I think it's going to be hard for a lot of adults to take a message from a younger person.
That's
but like,
not when you watch it, I promise you.
I know.
She does examples.
But like, we never get kids' perspective on like, what do you guys think about the president, the people that are going to inherit this earth very soon?
Yeah.
We don't ask them anything, and they have this unique perspective about adults, and they don't get a chance to vote or really participate in society, but we don't go to them for anything, even though they're usually on the leading edge of technology and the next app and the next thing, but we don't consult them for anything, and she spits some
Maybe
facts.
because they're 7.
No, wait till you watch it. Trust me, you'll learn something from her. I did. Don't go away. William Shatner coming up next.
Attention, an important message for anyone with a
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Midea asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Special interview coming up with William Shatner, but first, a look at his show.
What constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
All right, you just heard a sneak peek of the legendary William Shatner in his brand new show, I Don't Understand. And we have him here live. Thank you so much for coming on DBL.
Yes, we do. What a pleasure. What a pleasure it is to look at all of you.
Yes.
But mostly me. I'm a beautiful man.
You're all beautiful in your way.
Thank you. Yes, we feel seen and heard by you. Okay, so William, we love the concept of your new show. You're trying to answer the most. It is. It's great to because we can play along with you, right? You're trying to answer the most fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And timely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially because these are timely questions that pique everyone's interest.
Anything I don't understand, like, for example, how is it possible that you're 40? I don't understand.
Yes.
Brownie points for Shatner.
He did the shoulder reset.
I like it. Tell us a little bit more about the show. So for our viewers right now that have not heard about it.
Well, I mean, that's it. The idea of the show is things I don't understand.
You're talking to the right guy.
Why they don't know the right guy. You're the right guy. My God, how you've changed. In that instant, you've lost your blonde hair and you've gone to a suit.
That's how I do things. That's how I do it.
Why are you wearing a red handkerchief in your breast pocket?
It's pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. And it goes with my
lavender
shirt.
William, please tell us what you're thinking, because they criticize my outfits all the time, William. So why did you ask just that?
No, you don't understand. I'm not criticizing. I'm asking the question.
I think he's being
And you say
complimentary,
it's
and
pink.
he wants to wear that to his next event. Am I right?
So, nope.
That's exactly right. I've never understood why how pink looks good on a man, and now I understand.
And now you understand.
Well, wait till you see Al. He's dripping in pink, and I love it. I say pink is punk.
Yeah, well, dripping, yeah.
See,
I like
now
it.
this is a good use of pink.
Thank you. I have the pink watch too.
Show him your pants.
Oh, yeah, stand up.
And the pink
Look at this.
pants.
He's going to Cape Cod to a boil, sir.
Yeah. All right. Little Heisman pose.
I don't understand that outfit.
You've never gotten up on a Thursday and put on pink pants, William?
Right. No, I'm in my underwear. Beneath this, I'm in my underwear.
That's hot.
Hey, save that for
Then
DBL
that
after
I am.
dark.
After dark. Let me ask you a question. Is there a question that you couldn't answer? Like you're like, I don't understand this, and there is no answer. Was there anything that was unanswerable?
Like this question.
Well, it's a conversation. It's a conversation with a so-called expert.
Okay.
Now, for example, I one of the first shows, and I don't know the order they're in when they broadcast them, is about lying. I don't know how I came upon that, but why do we lie? So there was an expert on lying. She had a book out, and I got to start speaking to her about lying, lies of omission, and then it evolved I've hurt my shoulder into is religion a lie? And all of a sudden we're talking about and we're talking about loss of faith. And do you see through a lie if you lose your faith and you say, wait a minute, I'm a choir boy and something, and was the loss of faith. And now you're into the big lie. And it's no longer just lies of omission, or I didn't say that, or I did say that. It's the big lie, the big omission.
It got deep.
Why do we lie? It has all kinds of ramifications. So that's the nature of the show. You can ask a simple question, but if you follow the pathway of the conversation, it suddenly branches off, and suddenly you're on a cliff, looking over unquestionable masses. You're on the edge of a thing. It's, where do I go next with this question? And it becomes an adventure.
William, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing why you are the perfect person to host this show. We live in an era where everything is, there's a ton of interview shows, there's a ton of question and answer shows, but every time an interviewer asks a question, a lot of times it seems like they have an agenda. You seem to ask questions with a genuine curiosity, which is very disarming, and I think viewers are going to love that. So I'm excited about the show, but here's a bigger question for you.
Thank you. That's a very insightful comment, in that's exactly right. I'm only asking questions of people and elements that I don't understand. I really have a genuine curiosity about. This isn't like you guys talking to people of various intelligences or interests. You know, sometimes you struggle. Got to get a word. They're boring, or I'm talking to people that I think are exciting. I'm talking, and it's not an interview per se. It's a conversation. Like, what did you do, and how did you feel, and what did you... I don't understand and would love to discover.
Well said by Captain Kirk, huh?
I know.
Right.
I can't wait. I don't understand how he's 90. You look fantastic.
Yeah.
You can watch William Shatner's new show, I Don't Understand. It's out now on portable TV. William, thank you so much. Real quickly, is this the best interview that you've ever...
He's a joy.
Hands down, best interview?
It's because they're wearing pink.
Bye, William. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
We've all got...
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
You can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube, but if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Andy Cohen's new reality show. How would you feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? And our Beyond the Medal series continues. There she is! Swim star Amy Van Dyken, friend of the show. We miss you. She'll be here live. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So Anna Faris just dropped a bombshell on her podcast. She let it slip that she and her fiance, Michael Barrett, eloped at a Washington state courthouse. Have a listen.
I think we've spent the last year in a place of reflection and a place of kind of prioritization to some degree. I'm looking around as though it's just my fiance's right. He's now my husband.
Oh.
What? Yes, we eloped. I'm sorry, honey. I just blurted that out, but it just like I can't say fiance anymore.
Oh, you guys, that's beautiful.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Gosh.
All right, so this is Anna's third marriage, and most recently she was married to Chris Pratt. Do you think she was downplaying it because this is her third marriage, Al, or do you think they were just trying to keep it private?
Well, just like anything, you're going to look at your third thing different than you did your first. And I think your first marriage, for most people, I know you guys were courthouse people. My folks got married at the courthouse. But some people, is the dream you're sold is like, beautiful wedding. And you had that, Tori, literally looks like it should come in a picture frame.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you're with your third partner, you're a little older, you're a little wiser, and you're just like, this is between us. We're going to be life partners. And you kind of are ready for that next step, and you don't really need to make that big announcement.
Right, and also she's been through the ringer. I always felt bad for Anna Faris, always. Chris Pratt and she breaking up. He got all the cool Marvel stuff, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I always felt like she was like, hey, and I just felt bad for her.
She was the bigger star when they met.
Yeah,
and then
he went and exploded.
Right.
You're right. So you know what? I'm really happy for her. Go ahead, elope, make it small, and don't make it a big deal because she's probably tender about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all for courthouse marriages.
Yeah, you don't like
Save yourself some coin. Why not put it into your house? I mean, I'm all for it. I know the big one's nice, and a lot of people dream of that. But if my wife didn't care, I don't care for sure.
At all? You guys at all?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, of course you did. You did a beautiful wedding.
But I also had a budget. I said because I had to pay for our own wedding, Mark and I did.
Nice.
So I said we are not going over this amount of money because we wanted money for our honeymoon and blah, blah, blah. But looking back, if we would have taken that chunk of change and placed it on a condo in LA and then sold it 10 years later, we would have made a killing.
We were at the point in Mexico, I'm not even kidding, because you're drinking and they keep upping. We had a dance floor that lit up. That's where the expenses were going. I'm not even kidding. It was getting out of control.
You mean in your ideas of what it was going to be?
Yeah, they totally played me. And then my son Lawson saved my life. And then he came in, and that's the reason why we went there.
Yeah, but I do have fond memories of my marriage, so it's cool. Okay.
You're acting like it's over.
No, I mean
your wedding. Your wedding.
Sorry, my wedding.
Yes.
Sam dropping a bomb here on DBL today.
Wedding.
Could I just say, I grew up an Italian neighborhood, and you just give cash when you go to weddings.
Oh. That's cool.
I didn't get any of that back.
Ew.
So you have to go to all your friends' weddings, and I got married at a courthouse. No cash.
They owe you a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All those
you went to a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Throw that Venmo out.
Still a little mad about it.
Okay. So how would you guys feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? That's the concept of Andy Cohen's new game show called X-Rated. Exes rate their former flames and get guidance from friend of our show, Shan Boodram. Take a look.
Our relationship expert, Shan Boodram, is here to help.
Communication isn't about what you say, it's what you want to achieve. Let's work on cuddling.
I've never cuddled in a suit before with a girl.
Ooh.
They're exes. Rated our single from 1 to 10. She gave you a 7. 5. 1. Why'd you give her a 1?
She needs some help.
Wow. Yeah, so
Tori's having trouble understanding.
Yeah, she couldn't
It's called
get it.
Exes.
Okay,
She's having trouble.
hold on.
She's
I'm just
wait,
asking.
what
They
now?
bring them together, or one's going to be
I
on
see.
Zoom if
So
they
they're
physically
together.
can't be in the studio together.
I see.
And then they reveal in real time how they rate.
I love this.
it?
I think it's fantastic. I'm into real dishy bad TV lately. I went through a really erudite French noir, and now I'm too hot to handle, Love
Would you
Island.
do the show?
I wouldn't have a problem. I'm really close with my exes, so I wouldn't have an issue. Would you?
No.
What do you think your exes would say about you?
I don't know.
Why are you saying it like
I'm
that?
assuming if they're an ex, it didn't end great.
It can't end amicably?
Yeah, if it's gonna be boring. I want some fireworks. Let's blow it up.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I guess you guys all ended with a handshake like this is the only way.
I did.
Friends with
Good
My mic pack fell.
Here.
I think he's completely not. Yeah.
All your relationships ended perfectly?
They did, and then one went bad when one did go bad. The eternity one went bad. But what about you?
But that's who they would get.
I would never do this. Are you kidding me? I would never, ever, ever want to meet up with an ex that I was friends with, fine, but not an ex where it's
Jeff,
weird.
tell me I'm not crazy.
Speaking of, I mean, not even an ex. Take someone that you were friends with 25 years ago. You're not the same person. So they're going to say things like, oh my God, I did do that? I don't even remember that. It's not even an ex. It's just someone you had a relationship 20 years ago. You're not the same person. So there's going to be some conflict.
Would you ever do it?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
You hesitated.
No, because I wouldn't. Why would I want to hear bad things about myself? I didn't even watch Big Brother back because I don't want to hear bad things about what people say. That's why I don't read social media. I don't need negativity in my life. So let's go and talk about all the bad things you did 20 years ago. Okay.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. What do you think they'd say about you and then you?
First of all, they'd say I'm the most incredible person they ever met, and they wish they'd stayed with me.
Really? And then what about you, Jeff?
So we're lying? Oh, okay, cool.
Really quick, what would they say about you?
I don't know. That's why I just said I wouldn't go on.
But Andy Cohen legitimizes it, don't you think?
I don't know. Okay. Coming up on DBL Summer Games, gold winner Amy Van Dyken is here.
Amy! Oh, don't do it. She says don't do it.
She's saying Amy Van Dyken would go on the show.
She says no.
She says no. To talk with her coming
smart
up
woman.
next.
I love her. She's like, hell no.
Closed captioning provided by...
According to studies, we're lied to between 20 and 200 times on any given day. But what constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. Happy Thursday. We like to call that Friday Junior around here. Let's go up to the desk and see what's going on with Tori and Jeff. Hi, guys. That was a great conversation.
Thank you. And just for anyone out there, just know that when you have really heated discussions, they can be, as much as I dislike this person to my left, who I won't name, and he's awful about all things, you can't have those respectfully. The trick I've learned, which I had to learn, was to listen. Listen. Don't just wait for yourself to say the next thing.
Don't just wait to talk.
Just don't, exactly. Listen. Even if you don't agree, it's the worst thing in the world. And your guy, Daryl Davis, am I saying that right? He was a black musician that would reform Ku Klux Klan members by just listening and talking.
Just having a conversation, which we don't have anymore because of social media. No one's talking, they're speaking in 140-letter characters, and you're not getting anything across. We've gotten to this point in America where we can't have a discussion about politics, about whatever it may be that is taboo, about weight loss, about whatever it may be. We can't have that conversation because there's so many trigger words for people, and then they put you in this category with all these isms, or phobias. You're homophobic, you're racist, you're this, you're that. And the conversation's over when someone throws one of those trigger words at you.
People are coming into a conversation with the side. They're not going to see another side, and they're just looking, like you said, not only waiting to talk, but looking for something to take you down on, rather than just being like, oh, that's how you feel. This is how I feel. And the idea of being able to have a discussion with somebody, you guys walk away not having changed each other's minds, but at least having heard each other. But it's either got to be somebody's got owned, because everything that you click on has gotten owned.
Everybody wants to be
Al destroys Jeff on YouTube. It's got to be those kind of words.
And if you're not 100% in compliance with that side, they want to cancel you.
Yeah, that's bars. That's what the new word is, bars.
DBL Nation, it's a great conversation. Write us and let us know your thoughts.
Welcome back to DBL. Amy Van Dyken has never been one to shy away from adversity. She overcame severe asthma to win 6 gold medals, and it was her competitive spirit that helped her fight through a horrific ATV accident. In today's Beyond the Medal, the amazing Amy Van Dyken.
The year is 1996 when 23-year-old Amy Van Dyken launches herself into Summer Games history. She wins gold in 4 swimming events, becoming the first American woman to accomplish such a feat, and crowning her the most successful athlete at the Atlanta Games. 4 years later, Amy returns to the Games, where she wins 2 more gold medals. She is one of only a handful of athletes who can say, "All my medals are gold." Amy retires from swimming after her appearance in the Sydney Games. But in 2014, she makes headlines again after an ATV accident leaves her paralyzed from the waist down. Today, Amy's competitive spirit is stronger than ever, even defying doctors' expectations and walking again, proving a true champion never gives up.
A true American hero, Amy Van Dyken.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, we love you.
I love you. It is so good to see you guys. I wish I were there in person, but this is good enough for now.
We will take you any way we can have you. We loved having you in the studio last time. And before we get to all things Olympics and your advice for some of the athletes, you were kind of like, we could tell that you were listening to our previous story about the exes. Would you ever go on Andy Cohen's show and have an ex rate you?
No, I don't want my own husband to rate me because I fear that I would get a 1 in most categories. I don't need an ex telling me that I was an awful human being when we dated. I know I was.
Exactly. Okay, all right. So clearly, you're always going to be honest with us. Now, an athlete's mental strength is just as important as their physical strength. So let's talk about the mind games that athletes like to play. Because apparently, you were the queen of messing with competitors. What were some of the things that you used to do while swimming?
Oh, Sam. Well, it started in the ready room, and you know the ready room because you were a swimmer, right? So you're in there a half an hour before you have to start your, if you're like 30 seconds late, they call you DQ. So I would sit there and I would turn around to my competitors, and one time I went knee to knee. We were about that far away from each other, and I just sat there for a half an hour. I didn't know what to do, so I just stared at her. So it started there.
That's
terrible. Then we would get out behind the blocks, and I'd do that lat slap thing. You remember that the boys get, and I would do that, splash water on myself. I would grunt, and then, not my proudest moment, but there was one time where there was no unnecessary noise on the starting blocks. Well, I have asthma, right? So I have phlegm. So they call us up on the blocks. It's silent. I clear my throat, and it echoes. And I see my competitor stand up, and she looked at me. I see her coach running down. She's DQ'd, she's out. And as everyone was freaking out, I was just sitting there saying, I may get pulled from this race, but it was worth every moment.
She's so cool. What a good champion.
Do it.
All right, I got to ask about this. One of your mind games that I actually remember, it got a lot of backlash during the Sydney Games. You spat water in a competitor's lane, and the world went crazy. So, Amy, why'd you do it?
Yep.
And were you like kind of surprised by the backlash?
Shocked at the backlash because I had been doing it in high school. And as a matter of fact, one of the people who made a big deal about it had done an interview with me 2 weeks prior while we were at the Olympics talking about the spitting, and then acted shocked when I did it. And how dare she do that? And I was like, wait, we just talked about that.
Interesting.
So I don't know, it bummed me out a little bit, and I think that's why I wanted to get into media. So, and do a lot of swimming stuff because I don't want other swimmers to feel like I felt in that moment.
Very well.
That's what I do to Tori before the show, just a little on the floor to mark my territory.
So irritating. Very wet over here.
Right?
I got to show her who's boss. All right. Amy, you still hold the record when it comes to gold medals at the Games. You are the only American female to win 4 gold medals in a single appearance at the Games. Do you believe anyone is going to break your record?
So yes, Jeff, I do. I think Katie Ledecky is going to break that record. We were talking about it this morning, and some of the people that I'm working with have a different opinion. Here's the thing. I've already bought the champagne. So the second that she does it here in the hotel room, I'm going to pop that bottle and celebrate. Because the thing is, I wanted to be there when she did it. Like, I wanted to give her a hug. Obvious reasons, I'm not in Tokyo and I can't give her a hug. So I'm just going to pop some champagne and have a glass or 5.
That's a great competitor right now. That's a great
Very
competitor
sportsmanlike.
I love it. I honestly see you as like the Kobe Bryant of the pool.
Yes.
I really do. Just those silent mind games.
Yep.
It's a big deal. Now, I'm gonna rapid fire 2 quick questions. One, looking back on your gold medals, do you have a favorite of the 6?
Yes, I do. It was the 100 butterfly, because I was not the best 100 butterflyer in the country, let alone the world, but you just have to be the best in that moment.
Yep.
And when I celebrated, that was the 50 free, but the Wheaties box is me almost jumping out of the pool and like throwing my arms up, throwing pumpers. Yeah. So that was my favorite.
Okay, and also, when is the movie of your life being made?
Right. Yeah.
We were talking about that in the break.
You need to have your own
life
movie.
is a movie. What's happening here?
Mila Kunis, I could see starring in it.
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Thank you.
No, I don't know if she's as athletic.
She can get there.
Someone athletic.
I believe in her.
Okay.
I would love it. Someone said today, I was in hair and makeup, and they're like, Shannon Doherty. I'm like,
Shannon Doherty.
Okay. See, no, I think the movie of my life would be more like more cartoonish, but be able to get the entire story out there for people who want to hear about it. So, if you know anybody, let me know.
Yeah, it's a good one. In fact, you've been such an inspiration on so many different levels, because in 2014, you had your ATV accident. And a couple years later, you came to our studio to tell us how your life changed after that. How did your champion mindset help you in your recovery, Amy?
Well, I believe that it helped immensely in physical therapy. When I was at Craig Hospital in Colorado, I would see a lot of people who were in pain and they felt they had to stop. Well, I knew what pain I could push through. And so I felt like I could push myself further. Also, being an Olympian, you've got to overcome obstacles. It looks beautiful on TV, but the Olympics is not always the easiest swim meet to be at. You're in a different country, there's different food, sleeping conditions, what have you. So I really think that it taught me resilience, how to plan ahead, and, just how to sit there and, I guess, feel the feels, if you will, right? If you're having a bad day, like, cry it out and don't let it back in.
Amy, you got to come back to the studio and join us. Next time you're near us, please come in here, join the panel. Not only talking about sports, but she's going to talk about everything. She's great. Yeah.
Your exes.
I would love that. We are in your area for the summer, so I'm going to come bother you.
Yay! So to our DBL Nation, follow Amy on Instagram. I'm already a follower, and her post will make you laugh, cry, smile, you name it. She's going to come back and join us in the studio. Amy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. I love you. Be well.
Love you.
Bye, love.
We'll be right back.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Midea asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some. Oh, you were there too?
No.
He wasn't. Oh. Okay. Earlier, Steph showed Tori, not Al, some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, Steph Steph, what do you have for us today?
Hey Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will go great with anyone's skin routine. This is the Glossmetics Luxe 4-in-1 Sonic Facial Cleansing and Exfoliating Set. So this tool gently removes hard to reach dirt, makeup and debris, leaving nothing but smooth, soft and glowing skin. So the handheld spin brush, look at this, works with your favorite cleanser and it's suitable for all skin types. It is so gentle, it's amazing. And it comes with this protective case, so it's perfect for storage and travel. So normally this is as much as $130, but now it's only $20.
For everything?
Yes, yes, yes. Saving our viewers up to 85%. Now, Tori, have you ever found yourself, you're waiting around at the nail salon, and it's 30 to 40 minutes to get your nails done, and then it's expensive and you feel like you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is the answer. It's the Double Dip Nail Dip Powder Starter Set, and it's going to be the answer to everything you need. So this is an all-in-one set that will leave you loving your beautiful nails. It's as simple as coat, dip, file, and shine.
Whoa.
And that's all you need to do to become your new favorite nail tech. I love it. It dries within minutes with a shine that will last for weeks. And the best part about this set is there was no animal testing and it's cruelty-free.
Oh, I love that.
So normally it's as much as $90.
Oh, a little pricey for my blood.
It is pricey, but we've got it for only $35, saving up to 61%.
That's amazing. And to be honest, I like staying from home. A little lazy, little lazy. This is for me.
Next up, I've got something to help you get organized and get to cooking.
Ooh.
It's the Cook with Color 4-piece nesting bowl set, and it comes with a 2-piece wish set. Ooh. Love that. So these are non-slip bowls that are sturdy, easy to clean, and dishwasher and freezer safe.
Nice.
So they're going to be your go-to bowls for stirring and storing. The silicone over mold promotes thorough blending and improved food release. Normally, this is as much as $50.
Okay.
But we've got it for only $20, saving our viewers 60%.
Whisk me away to Savings Island.
I love it.
Whisk, huh?
I love it, Tori, and I love these colors. Really
they're so now, right? That muted pink. I love that, and I like how sturdy they are.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah, I like that.
These are like hard casing.
Yeah.
These are going to last you a long time.
Love that. No slip.
And last but not least, I've got something that will step your summer garden or backyard up a notch. It is the 8-pack in-ground solar pathway lights with bright LEDs, so you can illuminate and brighten your yard or your patio with these solar lights. So the bright LEDs are sustainable and switch on in the dark and turn off in the daylight. I'm going to give you an example. Look at this. Oh, look at that.
way.
That was just with my hand. So imagine what it's going to be like in your garden.
Oh, that's lovely.
I feel like a magician. They are wireless, easy to install, done, and sturdy enough for all weather conditions. So normally it's as much as $60.
Ooh, that hurts.
We've got them for only $29, saving 52%.
My God, light me up the savings. Honestly, guys, this can really change your backyard from something to like a magical space. And that is a really, really good price.
I know.
Honestly, great, great, great products. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You could even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Tomorrow on DBL, actor Emil Hirsch. He tells us which A-list star's the biggest jokester on set.
He's absolutely hysterical, and he's got a great sense of humor.
And history-making gymnast Gabby Douglas. She gets a 10, 10 out of 10. She landed. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Oh, those are such good interviews.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. What do we have, Tori?
Someone wrote in and asked where you can watch the William Shatner show. It's on portabletv.com. Am I saying it right? Portabletv.com. It's called I Don't Understand, and it should be super trippy and great.
And it sounded like he said that you can get an app for your phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be the star of that show.
Why?
You guys do every day.
She doesn't understand.
We'll see you tomorrow. I
We're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Summer Games controversy, from a top official getting fired over an offensive joke to possible protests. What could go wrong? Our Beyond the Medal series continues with Amy Van Dyken, her road to gold and overcoming adversity after a paralyzing ATV accident. A billboard in Times Square is stirring up body-shaming backlash. Is the fat and lazy title offensive? And the William Shatner is here on DBL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, July 22nd, Friday Junior. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So we are less than 24 hours away from the opening ceremony at the Tokyo Games. I cannot wait. But it's a new day, and with that, a new controversy. The director of the opening ceremony was fired after a skit of his resurfaced from 1998. Now, in the skit, he was pretending to be a children's entertainer and said, quote, to the kids, "Let's play Holocaust." Okay, so Tori, what did you make of hearing about this and the Olympic committees in Tokyo, the way they handled it?
You got to find some better vetters, guys. Because the first guy you had who was in charge said women shouldn't be in meetings because they talk too much. He got fired. Now, days away, we're hearing from this guy who made a Holocaust joke and you're just finding out. Do the research. If you're going to make that a problem, do the research. Don't have us have a drag right before the opening ceremonies. And may I remind you, if you're not an idiot, don't ever make a Holocaust joke. Don't do it. It's not funny. Now, someone on Twitter wrote me, what about the Adam Sandler joke on Saturday Night Live with Canteen Boy and this whole thing on a satire? Satire to me is really different than just say, let's make fun of the Holocaust. So that's where I stand on that. Not looking good, not a great start.
Right. And then really quickly, because I know a lot of you were just curious what the opening ceremony will look like. Apparently, it's going to be much more sobering.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stands are going to be largely empty. Some of the athletes will not be there, so they can rest up and not risk any sort of exposure. But I'm sure it'll be absolutely beautiful. All right, so here's what one NBC host said about it on the Today Show. Take a look.
This is a different celebration. We're celebrating the fact that we hope the world can get back to where we enjoyed it 3-4 years ago, pre-COVID-19. But it's also a serious time here. And I think what we'll see in that stadium will be something that's tone appropriate. It'll have its moments. Every opening ceremony has those memorable moments. And I think there are a couple in store. But I do think it's the first chance to really see the world together in one place, 206 nations and delegations, since COVID-19 hit. That moment alone, just as we've talked about the last couple of days, that's going to be pretty cool.
There you go, and I wonder if there's going to be some sort of a memorial for the 4 million people worldwide who have lost their lives to COVID. So there's also been a lot of talk about protesting at this year's Summer Games. Earlier this week, the U.S. women's soccer team took a knee during their game against Sweden. They are among 5 teams that have protested. I was reading the comments out. You have people applauding them saying, listen, they've worked their butts off their whole lives to get to this level. They can do whatever they want. It's their right. But then the Olympics has a firm rule that you cannot take a knee. So what do you think about this? And what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't think, we've already seen some protests. So I don't think that they can go back and retroactively change that. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to see a relaxing of the rule because enough countries are going to do this and they're not going to be able to
They
punish.
are relaxing Rule 50,
right.
just so you know, the IOC, where you can do more protests just because of this. I just want to let you guys know about that.
Yeah, and we're seeing it a lot in soccer. I actually saw an HBO documentary years ago, Jeff, about racism at European soccer matches, people throwing bananas, making ape sounds, things like that. And actually, I believe it was last week, a German team walked off the pitch because there are 3 black players being racially abused so badly. So for as much as you may or may not want to see that, it's still a problem worldwide. And so as long as there's a problem, people are going to speak out about it on their biggest platform, which is the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
I agree. I agree, yeah.
There is a controversial new billboard in Times Square in New York City, and I know it's gotten a lot of you guys heated up, okay? It says feeling fat and lazy and shows a plus-size woman in athletic gear sitting down with her hands in her head in her hands. It also shows a very fit woman plugging her workout site. The billboard is getting a bunch of criticism, including from Jamila Jamil. She says, quote, "This is a blatantly fat-phobic and also quite ableist ad. It bothers me to no end that we are still yet to recognize cruelty and offense to fat people as hate speech." Tori, is this offensive, or is this woke culture going too far?
Like, I get it. You're trying to be a provocateur and be like, ooh, I'm going to say things that is going to get people talking. To me, there's two things wrong with the ad. If we can go back to the ad just so you can see. A is the visual, and I'm like an art history person. That heavy person is heads down, very upset, really, really dark. So you're already painting a picture of what fat to you and lazy means. And then second, fat and lazy don't go together. When you're lazy, that's a feeling. Fat is something to do with the body, and I don't know that lazy always makes you fat. So to me, I found it stupid, I found it useless, and I'm not going to her sparkle gym.
I'm going to take the other side, and I'll read this quote from the other lady in the ad, Deborah Capaccio. She said, "I expected some backlash, but I'm more disturbed by today's culture where anything that causes discomfort or dissonance is considered taboo." Now, I'm going to take that side, right? As a jumping off point, I don't think fat and lazy is where you want to be on an ad to motivate people, but I've been overweight myself, not to that point that you see the woman in the picture, but I do get depressed. When I'm not in my best shape or I don't work out, it has nothing to do with how my body looks. If I'm not moving, I get that depression in me. We have this thing now called snowplow parenting. Remember it used to be helicopter parenting? It's moving all the obstacles for your children out of the way. They face no difficulty. They don't overcome anything, and growth happens at the end of your comfort zone. If you don't experience any growth in your whole life, if you don't experience any discomfort or have to overcome things yourself, when you hit the real world, when you're 21, 22, 23, and this is the first time you're facing discomfort, you're not gonna handle it well. You're not gonna grow from it. You're gonna be an introvert and turn that down. I'm not saying fat and lazy is the name of the ad. It is getting eyeballs. We are talking about it. But we need to have adversity in our lives for people to grow. If you take away all that, people aren't gonna grow. Without adversity, you're not gonna grow.
But can I respond really quickly? Is that I agree with you. That ad should be allowed to be there. I'm not saying don't let it be there. It can be there, but I'm allowed to have a consequence to that ad, and mine is to either boycott or really speak harshly, because that was my take on that ad. So as much as she can say that, I don't think insulting people is a really good way of saying come to me, with her looking like that with that little smirk. I found it ugly, in my opinion.
You're right, and I said there's a better way to do that.
Yes, you did.
But also for me, that's motivating.
I feel you.
David Goggins is one of the best inspirational people, at least in my life right now. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. But he does not mince words.
He doesn't hold
tells
back.
you what's going on, and if you don't get off the couch and get running that morning with him while he's recording himself, he's going to call you some names, and he doesn't care what you call him. But for me, it's motivational.
Did you guys think about the fact that this might be a two-headed ad campaign, and that she did know that she was going to get backlash from doing this?
Of course. She predicted it. Of course.
Yes,
Jeff read her quote.
And because of that, you then get into the cancel culture community, which also spends money. There is a large portion of people that feel like cancel culture is out of bounds, it's out of control, and when you are then put in that for using language that a lot of people think is okay, they will then embrace your product.
So insulting is now a promotional strategy.
Tori,
I'm asking if answer that question.
Absolutely.
Insulting people, being offensive, is now a promotional, you think an ethical promotional strategy.
I didn't say ethical. When we start talking about capitalism, the E word is out of here.
You don't believe ethics in capitalism.
But don't you think
absolutely not.
When it comes to overweight people, they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Nobody's really speaking up, in my opinion, for their feelings. And I wonder why that is. Why do you think that
It's always allowed. That's what I agree with you. Ageism, not allowed. The sexism, not allowed. But you're like, you're fat and lazy. It's like allowed.
I don't think that's true. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to address obesity in this country at all. If you address obesity, which is a huge problem, you get caught. People are writing in right now and they're saying Jeff is fat shaming people. I'm not fat shaming people. I'm saying obesity is a huge problem that we do not talk about on this show, that people don't talk about out there because they're scared of getting canceled. Because if you bring it up, it's a problem, and people say they say, you know what, you're just fat shaming me. I want him off the air. They're not addressing.
But
the
there's
problem
always
of
going to be
obesity.
people like that are like, you're doing nothing. We got to get past
We're getting to a point where we're taking obstacles out of the way for us, for our children, and it's a problem. It's a huge problem because we're not able to address things like racism, things like like obesity, because people are scared to talk about that.
I'd agree with that. And obesity is a huge problem in this country, and it is difficult to talk about it because it's emotion and health
But
mixed
we
in.
gotta talk about it without being afraid. But you do have to
and without using those phrases fat and lazy.
Right. You gotta have discernment. You gotta have the right dialogue. You gotta be thoughtful, and hopefully we do that here. Coming up on DBL, Anna Faris' secret elopement, how she accidentally revealed the big news. And William Shatner is here. You don't want to miss this special Chatting with the Stars interview. Plus, have you guys seen this? I just posted it on my Instagram. The youngest ever TED Talk presenter. Hear this 7-year-old's plea to parents to put their phones down.
Closed captioning provided by.
According to studies, we're lied to between 20 and 200 times on any given day. But what constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. Happy Thursday. We like to call that Friday Junior around here. Let's go up to the desk and see what's going on with Tori and Jeff. Hi, guys. That was a great conversation.
Thank you. And just for anyone out there, just know that when you have really heated discussions, they can be, as much as I dislike this person to my left, who I won't name, and he's awful about all things, you can't have those respectfully. If you, the trick I've learned, which I had to learn, was to listen. Listen. Don't just wait for yourself to say the next thing.
Don't just wait to talk.
Just don't, exactly. Listen. Even if you don't agree, it's the worst thing in the world. And your guy, Daryl Davis, am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. He was a black musician that would reform Ku Klux Klan members by just listening and talking.
Just having a conversation, which we don't have anymore because of social media. No one's talking, they're speaking in 140-letter characters, and you're not getting anything across. We've gotten to this point in America where we can't have a discussion about politics, about whatever it may be that is taboo, about weight loss, about whatever it may be. We can't have that conversation because there's so many trigger words for people, and then they put you in this category with all these isms, or phobias. You're homophobic, you're racist, you're this, you're that. And the conversation's over when someone throws one of those trigger words at you.
People are coming into a conversation with the side. They're not going to see another side, and they're just looking, like you said, not only waiting to talk, but looking for something to take you down on, rather than just being like, oh, that's how you feel. This is how I feel. And the idea of being able to have a discussion with somebody, you guys walk away not having changed each other's minds, but at least having heard each other. But it's either got to be somebody's got owned, because everything that you click on has gotten owned.
Everybody wants to be
Al destroys Jeff on YouTube. It's got to be those kind of words.
And if you're not 100% in compliance with that side, they want to cancel you.
Yeah, that's bars. That's what the new word is, bars.
DBL Nation, it's a great conversation. Write us and let us know your thoughts.
Wait till you guys see this. Welcome back to DBL. 7-year-old Molly Wright is reportedly the youngest girl to ever give a TED Talk, and she has a very important message for parents. Take a look.
I know it's important for adults to use their devices sometimes, but kids are hardwired to seek out meaningful connections. Not receiving them causes confusion and stress. Okay, Amajot, please re-engage. Now, what if a whole childhood was like that last 30 seconds?
Wow, and she had a powerful, I strongly encourage everybody to watch this whole TED Talk. I just posted it on my Instagram. You can watch it. It's only like 5 minutes. So
and you can see it at FisherPrice.com.
What?
Nothing.
Are you mocking this girl?
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, guys.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Sorry. I love the fact that I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. Sorry. Okay. It was aggressive. I'm sorry.
We're like at a wake up here. It's all right.
This 7-year-old is unbelievable. She's like anointed. She doesn't even fidget. When I talk, I fidget. Like this 7-year-old doesn't even fidget. But for me, I'm going to put myself in that category. I struggle with building a balance between my phone and my kids to the point where I need boundaries. I put my phone away. I take all my apps off my phone that I'm addicted to, like Instagram. Oh yeah, they're not on my phone. I have to go on a computer to go on Instagram, to go on Facebook. So that's what works for me. So I know that a lot of parents struggle with this, and I think we need hard boundaries. Some people don't need boundaries. I need boundaries because I'm much happier when I'm with my kids as opposed to I'm anxious on my device. I hate my device.
It's not only my own device, which I don't really have a problem with. I'll be honest. I'm good at putting it away because I don't care to look at it.
And it also
it's my children's devices, right? It's that parenting. Like, listen, I just want to watch the game. Go play on your little phone, I call it. You know what I mean? So that's a problem in my house because sometimes I feel like they're playing a little bit too much. I definitely spend time outside, but if this was my child at 7, like, please re-engage, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be sad or be like, go to your room, get out of here. You know what I mean? You're 7.
Go run in the dirt and get hurt with your knees.
I made a joke, but I think it's going to be hard for a lot of adults to take a message from a younger person.
That's
but like,
not when you watch it, I promise you.
I know.
She does examples.
But like, we never get kids' perspective on like, what do you guys think about the president, the people that are going to inherit this earth very soon?
Yeah.
We don't ask them anything, and they have this unique perspective about adults, and they don't get a chance to vote or really participate in society, but we don't go to them for anything, even though they're usually on the leading edge of technology and the next app and the next thing, but we don't consult them for anything, and she spits some
Maybe
facts.
because they're 7.
Wait till you watch it. Trust me, you'll learn something from her. I did. Don't go away. William Shatner coming up next.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Midea asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. We have a very special interview coming up with William Shatner, but first, a look at his show.
What constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
All right, you just heard a sneak peek of the legendary William Shatner and his brand new show, I Don't Understand. And we have him here live. Thank you so much for coming on DBL.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure it is to look at all of you.
Yes.
But mostly me. I'm a beautiful man.
You're all beautiful in your way.
Thank you. Yes, we feel seen and heard by you. Okay, so William, we love the concept of your new show. You're trying to answer the most. It is. It's great to because we can play along with you, right? You're trying to answer the most fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And timely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially because these are timely questions that pique everyone's interest.
Anything I don't understand, like, for example, how is it possible that you're 40? I don't understand.
Yes.
Brownie points for Shatner.
He did the shoulder reset.
I like it. Tell us a little bit more about the show. So for our viewers right now that have not heard about it.
Well, I mean, that's it. The idea of the show is things I don't understand.
You're talking to the right guy.
Why they don't
You're the right guy.
You're the right guy. My God, how you've changed. In that instant, you've lost your blonde hair and you've gone to a suit.
That's how I do things. That's
It's
how I do
all
it.
about, why are you wearing a red handkerchief in your breast pocket?
It's
pink.
pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. And it goes with my lavender shirt.
William, please tell us what you're thinking, because they criticize my outfits all the time, William. So why did you ask Jeff
I'm
that?
No, you don't understand. I'm not criticizing. I'm asking the question.
I think he's being
And you say
complimentary,
it's
and
pink.
he wants to wear that to his next event.
I
Am
don't
I right?
think so. Nope.
That's exactly right. I've never understood why how pink looks good on a man, and now I understand.
And now you understand.
Well, wait till you see Al. He's dripping in pink, and I love it. I say pink is punk.
Yeah, well, dripping, yeah.
See,
I like
now
it.
this is a good use of pink.
Thank you. I have the pink watch too.
Show him your pants.
Oh, yeah, stand up.
And the pink
Look at this.
pants.
He's going to Cape Cod to a boil, sir.
Yeah. All right. Little Heisman pose.
I don't understand that outfit.
You've never gotten up on a Thursday and put on pink pants, William?
Right. No, I'm in my underwear. Beneath this, I'm in my underwear.
That's hot.
Hey, save that for
And
DBL
that
After
I am.
Dark.
After dark. Let me ask you a question. Is there a question that you couldn't answer? Like you're like, I don't understand this, and there is no answer. Was there anything that was unanswerable?
Like this question.
Well, it's a conversation. It's a conversation with a so-called expert.
Okay.
Now, for example, I one of the first shows, and I don't know the order they're in when they broadcast them, is about lying. I don't know how I came upon that, but why do we lie? So there was an expert on lying. She had a book out, and a guy would start speaking to her about lying, lies of omission, and then it evolved
I've hurt my shoulder
into is religion a lie? And all of a sudden we're talking about religion. And we're talking about loss of faith. And do you see through a lie if you lose your faith and you say, wait a minute, I'm a choir boy and something, and was the loss of faith. And now you're into the big lie. And it's no longer just lies of omission, or I didn't say that, or I did say that. It's the big lie, the big omission.
It got deep.
Why do we lie? It has all kinds of ramifications. So that's the nature of the show. You can ask a simple question, but if you follow the pathway of the conversation, it suddenly branches off, and suddenly you're on a cliff, looking over unquestionable masses. You're on the edge of a thing. It's, where do I go next with this question? And it becomes an adventure.
Well, William, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing why you are the perfect person to host this show. We live in an era where everything is, there's a ton of interview shows, there's a ton of question and answer shows, but every time an interviewer asks a question, a lot of times it seems like they have an agenda. You seem to ask questions with a genuine curiosity, which is very disarming, and I think viewers are going to love that. So I'm excited about the show, but here's a bigger question for you.
Thank you. That's a very insightful comment, in that's exactly right. I'm only asking questions of people and elements that I don't understand. I really have a genuine curiosity about. This isn't like you guys talking to people of various intelligences or interests. You know, sometimes you struggle. Got to get a word. They're boring, or I'm talking to people that I think are exciting. I'm talking, and it's not an interview per se. It's a conversation. Like, what did you do, and how did you feel, and what did you... I don't understand and would love to discover.
Well said by Captain Kirk, huh?
I know.
Right.
I can't wait. I don't understand how he's 90. You look fantastic.
Yeah.
You can watch William Shatner's new show, I Don't Understand. It's out now on portable TV. William, thank you so much. Real quickly, is this the best interview that you've ever...
He's a joy.
Hands down, best interview?
That's because they're wearing pink.
Bye, William. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
You can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube, but if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Andy Cohen's new reality show. How would you feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? And our Beyond the Medal series continues. There she is! Swim star Amy Van Dyken, friend of the show. We miss you. She'll be here live. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff, Al, and Tori. Let's get started. So Faris just dropped a bombshell on her podcast. She let it slip that she and her fiance, Michael Barrett, eloped at a Washington state courthouse. Have a listen.
I think we've spent the last year in a place of reflection and a place of kind of prioritization to some degree. I'm looking around as though it's just my fiance's right. He's now my husband.
Oh.
What? Yes, we eloped. I'm sorry, honey. I just blurted that out, but it just feels like I can't say fiance anymore.
Oh, you guys, that's beautiful.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Gosh.
All right, so this is Anna's third marriage, and most recently she was married to Chris Pratt. Do you think she was downplaying it because this is her third marriage, Al, or do you think they were just trying to keep it private?
Well, just like anything, you're going to look at your third thing different than you did your first. And I think your first marriage, for most people, I know you guys were courthouse people. My folks got married at the courthouse. But some people, is the dream you're sold is like, beautiful wedding. And you had that, Tori, literally looks like it should come in a picture frame. Mm-hmm. And by the time you're with your third partner, you're a little older, you're a little wiser, and you're just like, this is between us. We're going to be life partners. And you kind of are ready for that next step, and you don't really need to make that big announcement.
Right, and also she's been through the ringer. I always felt bad for Anna Faris, always. Chris Pratt and she breaking up. He got all the cool Marvel stuff, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I always felt like she was like, hey, and I just felt bad for her.
She was the bigger star when they met.
Yeah,
and then
he went and exploded.
Right.
You're right. So you know what? I'm really happy for her. Go ahead, elope, make it small, and don't make it a big deal because she's probably tender about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all for courthouse marriages.
Yeah, you don't like
Save yourself some coin. Why not put it into your house? I mean, I'm all for it. I know the big one's nice, and a lot of people dream of that. But if my wife didn't care, I don't care for sure.
At all? You guys at all?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, of course you did. You did a beautiful wedding.
But I also had a budget. I said because I had to pay for our own wedding, Mark and I did.
Nice.
So I said we are not going over this amount of money because we wanted money for our honeymoon and blah, blah, blah. But looking back, if we would have taken that chunk of change and placed it on a condo in LA and then sold it 10 years later, we would have made a killing.
We were at the point in Mexico, I'm not even kidding, because you're drinking and they keep upping. We had a dance floor that lit up. That's where the expenses were going. I'm not even kidding. It was getting out of control.
You mean in your ideas of what I was going to do?
Yeah, they totally played me. And then my son Lawson saved my life. And then he came in, and that's the reason why we went there.
Yeah, but I do have fond memories of my marriage, so it's cool. Okay.
You're acting like it's over.
No, I mean
your wedding. Your wedding.
Sorry, my wedding.
Yeah.
Sam dropping a bomb here on DBL today.
Oh, my wedding.
Could I just say, I grew up an Italian neighborhood, and you just give cash when you go to weddings.
Oh. That's cool.
I didn't get any of that back.
Ew.
So you have to go to all your friends' weddings, and I got married at a courthouse. No cash.
They owe you a lot of cash.
Yeah. All those
you went to a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Throw that Venmo out.
Still a little mad about it.
Okay. So how would you guys feel about your ex dishing about you on national TV? That's the concept of Andy Cohen's new game show called X-Rated. Exes rate their former flames and get guidance from friend of our show, Shan Boudram. Take a look.
Our relationship expert, Shan Boudram, is here to help.
Communication isn't about what you say, it's what you want to achieve. Let's work on cuddling.
I've never cuddled in a suit before with a girl.
Ooh.
They're exes. Rated our single from 1 to 10. She gave you a 7. 5. 1. Why'd you give her a 1?
She needs some help.
Wow. Yeah, so
Tori's having trouble understanding. It's called Exes.
Okay,
She's having trouble.
Hold on. I'm just asking. They bring them together, or one's going to be on Zoom if they physically can't be in the studio together.
I see.
And then they reveal in real time how they rate.
I love this.
It?
I think it's fantastic. I'm into real dishy bad TV lately. I went through a really erudite French noir, and now I'm too hot to handle, Love Island.
Would you do the show?
I wouldn't have a problem. I'm really close with my exes, so I wouldn't have an issue. Would you?
No.
What do you think your exes would say about you?
I don't know.
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm assuming if they're an ex, it didn't end great.
It can't end amicably?
Yeah, if it's going to be boring. I want some fireworks. Let's blow it up.
Wow.
sorry. I guess you guys all ended with a handshake like this.
We did. I did. Friends with
my mic pack fell.
Here. I think he's completely not. Yeah.
All your relationships ended perfectly?
They did, and then one went bad when one did go bad. The eternity one went bad. But what about you?
But that's who they would get.
I would never do this. Are you kidding me? I would never, ever, ever want to meet up with an ex that I was friends with, fine, but not an ex where it's
Jeff,
weird.
tell me I'm not crazy.
Speaking of, I mean, not even an ex. Take someone that you were friends with 25 years ago. You're not the same person. So they're going to say things like, oh my God, I did do that? I don't even remember that. It's not even an ex. It's just someone you had a relationship 20 years ago. You're not the same person. So there's going to be some conflict.
Would you ever do it?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
You hesitated.
No, because I wouldn't. Why would I want to hear bad things about myself? I didn't even watch Big Brother back because I don't want to hear bad things about what people say. That's why I don't read social media. I don't need negativity in my life. So let's go and talk about all the bad things you did 20 years ago. Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
What do you think they'd say about you and then you?
First of all, they'd say I'm the most incredible person they ever met, and they wish they'd stay with me.
Really? And then what about you, Jeff?
So we're lying? Oh, okay, cool.
Really quick, what would they say about you?
I don't know. That's why I just said I wouldn't go on.
But Andy Cohen legitimizes it, don't you think?
I don't know. Okay. Coming up on DBL Summer Games, gold winner Amy Van Dyken is here. Amy! Oh, don't do it.
Okay. She says, don't do it, she's saying.
Amy Van Dyken would go on the show.
She says no.
She says no. To talk with her coming
smart
up
woman.
next.
I love her. She's like, hell no.
Closed captioning provided by
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital Team. Thanks for joining us this Thursday. Let's go to the desk and continue the conversation with our host. I feel like today's going a little off the rails, guys. Oh, we're talking about Amy Van Dyken up here.
We're really in. We love
Sam,
Amy.
can you tell us about that again, if you don't mind?
So Amy definitely was like every swimmer's idol, because what was so cool about Amy Van Dyken, not only did she win medal after medal after medal, but she was so positive. But what a lot of people couldn't wrap their heads around when it came to Amy, like a lot of us grew up together, right? So like, you know that you're really fast, let's say at 10 or then at 12. By that time, you're in this little bubble where you guys...
know who's...
Oh yeah, you travel the world together, kind of competing on an international level. And then when they go to the Olympics, it's those same people. Amy came out of nowhere fast in college, and that is, I've never heard of that before. That's completely unheard of, rare, and it's really cool that she was able to finally find her stroke in college. Very cool.
Where's her Lifetime movie?
I know, her Lifetime movie has to be a thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Amy, you know, later on, you know, she married and her husband played in the NFL, and she was, I don't know what they call it when you go on like those ATVs. She got in an ATV accident, and she's paralyzed. And for an Olympian to be so comfortable in their incredible warrior-like body, then lose your legs, especially as a swimmer. She says I don't know, last time I talked to her, she said she would not go in the pool because she didn't want to go in the pool without like being able to use her body like she used to. I don't know if she's done that recently, she may have, but she's just such an inspiration. She has Amy's Army, go look it up, Amy's Army. They actually donate wheelchairs and other things for kids with disabilities. She's incredible. Just stay tuned for the interview. She is an inspiration.
All right, DBL Nation, Amy Van Dyken coming up next. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to DBL. Amy Van Dyken has never been one to shy away from adversity. She overcame severe asthma to win 6 gold medals, and it was her competitive spirit that helped her fight through a horrific ATV accident. In today's Beyond the Medal, the amazing Amy Van Dyken.
The year is 1996 when 23-year-old Amy Van Dyken launches herself into Summer Games history. She wins gold in 4 swimming events, becoming the first American woman to accomplish such a feat, and crowning her the most successful athlete at the Atlanta Games. 4 years later, Amy returns to the Games, where she wins 2 more gold medals. She is one of only a handful of athletes who can say, "All my medals are gold." Amy retires from swimming after her appearance in the Sydney Games. But in 2014, she makes headlines again after an ATV accident leaves her paralyzed from the waist down. Today, Amy's competitive spirit is stronger than ever, even defying doctors' expectations and walking again, proving a true champion never gives up.
A true American hero, Amy Van Dyken.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, we love you.
I love you. It is so good to see you guys. I wish I were there in person, but this is good enough for now.
We will take you any way we can have you. We loved having you in the studio last time. And before we get to all things Olympics and your advice for some of the athletes, you were kind of like, we could tell that you were listening to our previous story about the exes. Would you ever go on Andy Cohen's show and have an ex rate you?
No, I don't want my own husband to rate me because I fear that I would get a 1 in most categories. I don't need an ex telling me that I was an awful human being when we dated. I know I was.
Exactly. Okay, all right. So clearly, you're always going to be honest with us. Now, an athlete's mental strength is just as important as their physical strength. So let's talk about the mind games that athletes like to play. Because apparently, you were the queen of messing with competitors. What were some of the things that you used to do while swimming?
Oh, Sam. Well, it started in the ready room, and you know the ready room because you were a swimmer, right? So you're in there a half an hour before you have to start your, if you're like 30 seconds late, they call you DQ. So I would sit there and I would turn around to my competitors, and one time I went knee to knee. We were about that far away from each other, and I just sat there for a half an hour. I didn't know what to do, so I just stared at her. So it started there.
That's
terrible. Then we would get out behind the blocks, and I'd do that lat slap thing. You remember that the boys get, and I would do that, splash water on myself. I would grunt, and then, not my proudest moment, but there was one time where there was no unnecessary noise on the starting blocks. Well, I have asthma, right? So I have phlegm. So they call us up on the blocks. It's silent. I clear my throat, and it echoes. And I see my competitor stand up, and she looked at me. I see her coach running down. She's DQ'd, she's out. And as everyone was freaking out, I was just sitting there saying, I may get pulled from this race, but it was worth every moment.
She's so cool.
What a good champion.
Do it.
All right, I got to ask about this. One of your mind games that I actually remember, it got a lot of backlash during the Sydney Games. You spat water in a competitor's lane, and the world went crazy. So, Amy, why'd you do it? And were you like kind of surprised by the backlash?
Shocked at the backlash because I had been doing it in high school. And as a matter of fact, one of the people who made a big deal about it had done an interview with me 2 weeks prior while we were at the Olympics talking about the spitting, and then acted shocked when I did it. And how dare she do that? And I was like, wait, we just talked about that.
Interesting.
So I don't know, it bummed me out a little bit, and I think that's why I wanted to get into media. So, and do a lot of swimming stuff because I don't want other swimmers to feel like I felt in that moment.
Very well.
That's what I do to Tori before the show, just a little on the floor to mark my territory.
So irritating. Very wet over here.
Right?
I got to show her who's boss. All right. Amy, you still hold the record when it comes to gold medals at the Games. You are the only American female to win 4 gold medals in a single appearance at the Games. Do you believe anyone is going to break your record?
So, yes, Jeff, I do. I think Katie Ledecky is going to break that record. We were talking about it this morning, and some of the people that I'm working with have a different opinion. Here's the thing. I've already bought the champagne. So the second that she does it here in the hotel room, I'm going to pop that bottle and celebrate. Because the thing is, I wanted to be there when she did it. Like, I wanted to give her a hug. Obvious reasons, I'm not in Tokyo, and I can't give her a hug. So I'm just going to pop some champagne and have a glass or 5.
That's a great competitor right now. That's a great
very
competitor.
Sportsmanlike.
I love it. I honestly see you as like the Kobe Bryant of the pool.
Yes.
I really do. Just those silent mind games.
Yep.
It's a big deal. Now, I'm gonna rapid fire 2 quick questions. One, looking back on your gold medals, do you have a favorite of the 6?
Yes, I do. It was the 100 butterfly. because I was not the best 100 butterflyer in the country, let alone the world, but you just have to be the best in that moment.
Yep.
And when I celebrated, that was the 50 free, but the Wheaties box is me almost jumping out of the pool and like throwing my arms up, throwing pumpers. Yeah. So that was my favorite.
Okay. And also, when is the movie of your life being made?
Right. Yeah.
We were talking about that in the break.
You need to have your own
life
movie.
is a movie. What's happening here?
Mila Kunis, I could see starring in it.
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Thank you.
No, I don't know if she's as athletic.
She can get there.
Someone athletic.
I believe in her.
Okay.
I would love it. Someone said today, I was in hair and makeup, and they're like, Shannon Doherty. I'm like,
Shannon Doherty.
Okay. See, no, I think the movie of my life would be more like more cartoonish, but be able to get the entire story out there for people who want to hear about it. So, if you know anybody, let me know.
Yeah, it's a good one. In fact, you've been such an inspiration on so many different levels, because in 2014, you had your ATV accident. And a couple years later, you came to our studio to tell us how your life changed after that. How did your champion mindset help you in your recovery, Amy?
Well, I believe that it helped immensely in physical therapy. When I was at Craig Hospital in Colorado, I would see a lot of people who were in pain and they felt they had to stop. Well, I knew what pain I could push through. And so I felt like I could push myself further. Also, being an Olympian, you've got to overcome obstacles. It looks beautiful on TV, but the Olympics is not always the easiest swim meet to be at. You're in a different country, there's different food, sleeping conditions, what have you. So I really think that it taught me resilience, how to plan ahead, and, just how to sit there and, I guess, feel the feels, if you will, right? If you're having a bad day, like, cry it out and don't let it back in.
Amy, you got to come back to the studio and join us. Next time you're near us, please come in here, join the panel. Not only talking about sports, but she's going to talk about everything. She's great. Yeah.
Your exes.
I would love that. We are in your area for the summer, so I'm going to come bother you.
Yay! So to our DBL Nation, follow Amy on Instagram. I'm already a follower, and her post will make you laugh, cry, smile, you name it. She's going to come back and join us in the studio. Amy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. I love you. Be well.
Love you. Bye, love. We'll be right back.
Mammograms are an essential way to screen for breast cancer, but the Centers for Disease Control says there was an 87% drop in tests in April 2020 as the pandemic began compared to the monthly averages of the 5 previous Aprils. As patients start to feel comfortable returning to the doctor's office and more people get vaccinated, Verify viewer Mydia asks, can the COVID-19 vaccine lead to a false positive mammogram? Our sources are the Society for Breast Imaging, Johns Hopkins University, Kaiser Permanente, and the American Cancer Society, which says one of the side effects of the vaccine is swollen lymph nodes under the arm where you got the injection. Kaiser explains the swelling is a natural response as your body's immune system makes antibodies and trains your cells to protect you. However, Lisa Mullen, a radiologist at Johns Hopkins, says that lymph node swelling can make a mammogram look abnormal. In most cases, doctors will do more testing to confirm what's happening, so it's true. The COVID-19 vaccine can lead to a false positive mammogram. Despite this, the Society of Breast Imaging recommends women still get their vaccine and then schedule a mammogram at least 4 weeks after their second dose. It also suggests not waiting if they're overdue or have symptoms. This isn't unique to the COVID-19 vaccine either. Mullen says vaccines for the flu, pneumonia, shingles, and tetanus can also swell lymph nodes. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed Tori some. Oh, you were there too?
No.
Who was it? Oh. Okay. Earlier, Steph showed Tori, not Al, some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. what do you have for us today?
Hey Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will go great with anyone's skin routine. This is the Glossmetics Luxe 4-in-1 Sonic Facial Cleansing and Exfoliating Set. So this tool gently removes hard to reach dirt, makeup and debris, leaving nothing but smooth, soft and glowing skin. So the handheld spin brush, look at this, works with your favorite cleanser and it's suitable for all skin types. It is so gentle, it's amazing. And it comes with this protective case, so it's perfect for storage and travel. So normally this is as much as $130, but now it's only $20.
For everything?
Yes, yes, yes. Saving our viewers up to 85%. Now, Tori, have you ever found yourself, you're waiting around at the nail salon, and it's 30 to 40 minutes to get your nails done, and then it's expensive and you feel like you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is the answer. It's the Double Dip Nail Dip Powder Starter Set, and it's going to be the answer to everything you need. So this is an all-in-one set that will leave you loving your beautiful nails. It's as simple as coat, dip, file, and shine.
Whoa.
And that's all you need to do to become your new favorite nail tech. I love it. It dries within minutes with a shine that will last for weeks. And the best part about this set is there was no animal testing and it's cruelty-free.
Oh, I love that.
So normally it's as much as $90.
Oh, a little pricey for my blood.
It is pricey, but we've got it for only $35, saving up to 61%.
That's amazing. And to be honest, I like staying from home. A little lazy, little lazy. This is for me.
Next up, I've got something to help you get organized and get to cooking.
Ooh.
It's the Cook with Color 4-piece nesting bowl set, and it comes with a 2-piece wish set.
Ooh.
Love that. So these are non-slip bowls that are sturdy, easy to clean, and dishwasher and freezer safe.
Nice.
So they're going to be your go-to bowls for stirring and storing. The silicone over mold promotes thorough blending and improved food release. Normally, this is as much as $50.
Okay.
But we've got it for only $20, saving our viewers 60%.
Whisk me away to Savings Island.
I love it.
Whisk, huh?
I love it, Tori, and I love these colors. Really pretty.
They're so now, right? That muted pink. I love that, and I like how sturdy they are.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah, I like that.
These are like hard casing.
Yeah.
These are going to last you a long time.
Love that. No slip.
And last but not least, I've got something that will step your summer garden or backyard up a notch. It is the 8-pack in-ground solar pathway lights with bright LEDs, so you can illuminate and brighten your yard or your patio with these solar lights. So the bright LEDs are sustainable and switch on in the dark and turn off in the daylight. I'm going to give you an example. Look at this. Oh, look at that.
No way.
That was just with my hand. So imagine what it's going to be like in your garden.
Oh, that's lovely.
I feel like a magician. They are wireless, easy to install, done, and sturdy enough for all weather conditions. So normally it's as much as $60.
Ooh, that hurts.
We've got them for only $29, saving 52%.
My God, light me up the savings. Honestly, guys, this can really change your backyard from something to like a magical space. And that is a really, really good price.
I know.
Honestly, great, great, great products. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You could even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The start of football season is less than 2 months away, and many fans are eager to watch their teams from the stands once again. Verify viewer Ralph asked, will any team require fans to be vaccinated to enter the stadium? So Ralph, let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, multiple teams, and their stadiums. Last season, stadiums operated with limited capacity or used cardboard cutouts to fill the stand. Not the same as a packed house cheering for a fourth quarter comeback. This year, the NFL's game ticket policy makes no mention of a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise that asks unvaccinated fans to not attend if they have symptoms or were told to quarantine. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can also make their own rules. Some teams, like the Saints, Giants, and 49ers, have already said they won't require vaccines. The same goes for the stadiums that host the Patriots and Panthers. The Buffalo Bills were originally told they would need to only open to vaccinated fans, but Erie County Executive Mark Polakars changed his stance after a decline in COVID-19 cases, saying the county would only require vaccines if circumstances warranted. So it's false that NFL teams will require vaccines when games kick off in September. Of course, rules can change as it gets closer to game time. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Tomorrow on DBL, actor Emil Hirsch. He tells us which A-list star's the biggest jokester on set.
He's absolutely hysterical, and he's got a great sense of humor.
And history-making gymnast Gabby Douglas. She gets a 10. 10 out of 10. She landed. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Oh, those are such good interviews.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. What do we have, Tori?
Someone wrote in and asked where you can watch the William Shatner show. It's on portabletv.com. Am I saying it right? Portabletv.com. It's called I Don't Understand, and it should be super trippy and great.
It sounded like he said that you can get an app for your phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be the star of that show.
Why?
Go away.
every day.
She doesn't understand.
We'll see you tomorrow.